I am Jared Brecker. I'm joined by head coach Antonio Garcia as the Pioneers get ready for Game 3 of this series against the Fremont Moo. Pioneers came in great on Game 1, won the game 9-4, put up 14 hits. Last night was a different story. Moo won 8-1. Brandon Jones got the win for the Moo, pitched 2 thirds innings, gave up only a hit, struck out 2. Their starter, Brody Sintek, left the game hurt, but he had a great 4 2/3 innings scoreless pitched. Their 7 through 9 starters, 7 out of 9 of their starters also collected at least one hit for the Fremont Moo. Luke White and Peyton Leeper each went deep. That makes 4 home runs for the Moo in this series. As for the Pioneers, Caden Edwards took the loss. He went 3 innings pitched, gave up 6 hits on 3 earned runs. He walked 4, something we're not used to seeing from Caden Edwards. Also struck out 6. Came out of the game early due to a pitch limit, as the playoffs will begin next week. Pioneers then turned to relievers Hayden Mulva and Brandon Haston, who went the rest of the way. Only gave up 5 combined runs. Not a lot of offense for the Pioneers, but what was there came from Cade McGee and Alex Zerfus, who each doubled. Kellen Rutz also became the first Pioneer to triple in consecutive games. As well as the loss, assistant coach Jackson Cobb and head coach Antonio Garcia were ejected from the game for arguing with the umpires. Antonio, that's why we have you up here. How you doing today?
I'm pretty good, Jared. Thanks for having me. I mean, there's nowhere else I can go, so.
Well, not exactly how we would have planned you coming up, but nonetheless, I'm sure the fans will really enjoy getting to hear what you have to say during this game. We're going to take a quick break, and then it's going to be the Scott Bluff screen printing pregame interview. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
I have some great news for homeowners. Today's mortgage rates are near historic lows, and now is an ideal time to refinance your home at a lower rate. Refinancing gives you options to improve your home, consolidate debt, or lower your monthly payments. We don't know how long these low rates will last or when they will be this low again, so call Jennifer today at 308-220-0503 for a free refinance consultation.
Castle & Cook Mortgage, LLC, NMLS ID 1251. Jennifer Brianne Urdialis, loan originator, NMLS ID 1059626. This is not a commitment to make a loan. Not all who apply will qualify. Equal housing lender.
Hydrotex Lubrication is an industry leader in high-performance motor oils, greases, and fuel improvers. Hydrotex's main priorities are to provide the best products and the most efficient and reliable service to fit the customer's application needs. For more information on how Hydrotex can help you, call Phil and Nick at 308-635-8162. Stop into our new showroom at 2860 Holiday Park Drive in Gearing and see the products and services they offer, as well as purchase any products that you need.
America at work. From farms to construction sites to factories, millions of people operate tractors and heavy equipment every day to help keep America strong and growing. When operating dump trucks or equipment with booms or other extensions, watch out for overhead electric lines. Make sure there's adequate clearance, because coming in contact with those lines could result in a tragedy. For more safety information, visit safeelectricity.org. Brought to you by Chimney Rock and Roosevelt Public Power Districts.
Your Touchstone Energy Partners.
KNEB 960 AM, and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome into the Scottsbluff Screen Printing pregame interview. I'm Jared Brecker, here with Pioneers pitching coach Trent Kiefer. Trent, last night we saw assistant coach Jackson Cobb and head coach Antonio Garcia get thrown out of the game during the same at-bat. How did you see your role as a coach change last night?
Oh, yeah, it changed pretty quick there in a matter of 2 pitches. Normally, Tony handles pretty much all the little decisions that go on through a game. Kind of had to step up and take over that role real quick.
Coach, after the first game, Pioneers put up 9 runs on 14 hits. The Moo held the Pioneers to just 1 run last night. What was going wrong with the bats?
Oh, yeah, we just got to have a little bit better approaches at the plate tonight and kind of get some. I thought we got guys on base and in scoring position. We just kind of got to get that big hit and come through at the right times.
Coach, you got the lefty Luke Short on the mound tonight. He's been so big for the Pioneers this season. What are you looking to see out of him tonight?
Yeah, Shorty's been awesome for us all summer long. Yeah, he's just a guy that kind of attacks the zone with 4 pitches, and when all 4 of those pitches on, he's pretty damn hard to hit. So if he's kind of commanding the zone, he can have a really good night for us tonight.
We saw Carson Ohl have a pitch limit in game 1 of the series. We saw Caden Edwards on a pitch limit last night, only went 3 innings. Can we expect the same out of Luke Short start tonight?
Yeah, Luke will go about 75, 80 pitches tonight.
All right, awesome. Coach, thank you for taking the time. Appreciate it.
Inventory, supply demand, marketing, human resources. It takes a lot to manage your business. But when your team includes the professionals at E&H CPAs and Management Consultants PC, the burden is lightened because you know the accounting, tax planning, valuation services, even litigation support, and exit planning are taken care of. Troy Hilliard, Seth Cobalt, and Lindsay Matthews bring years of experience in guiding your business. E&H CPAs and Management Consultants PC, 2021 Broadway, innovative, trusted, proven.
With scorching hot summer temperatures, it's hard to think about staying warm this winter. Fortunately, Wesco can take those worries away with propane contracts available now to lock in your heating costs throughout the winter. Wesco has been serving our propane customers for decades with unmatched service at fair prices delivered by trained, experienced, and certified technicians. Call now for winter contract pricing options. Wesco. Service, solutions, success.
Wesco's your best value through and through.
Drive happy this summer with auto insurance from J.G. Elliott. Hi, I'm Lila Nash, and when you choose J.G. Elliott as your auto insurance provider, you'll get a variety of options and deductibles, including car rental coverage and customized equipment coverage, so you can get on the road without the worry. If a new boat, motorcycle, RV, or ATV is part of your summer plan, we can insure that too. Plus, you can bundle your vehicle and home insurance to save even more. J.G. Elliott has insurance coverage for all your summer adventures. J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, a Platte Valley company.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to the Platte Valley pregame show. Jared Brecker joined by Antonio Garcia. Antonio, we got Luke Short on the mound tonight, lefty out of Los Gatos, California. 3-1 record on the season, 3.40 ERA in 8 games. This will be his 9th start of the season. He's also struck out 40 batters in less than 40 innings pitched, 39 2/3. What has Luke Short meant to this ball club this year?
When I picked up Shorty this fall, because I knew a lot of people, obviously from where I'm from in San Jose, and nothing but great things about Luke, so I was really excited to get him out. And he's been a special talent for us. I know that loss came at Fremont when I thought he might have pitched his best game of the year. So we expect a lot out of Luke. We bumped him up in the rotation so we can use him as we wish in the playoffs. So I'm really excited to see him go out there and compete tonight.
It's interesting to hear you say that, Coach, because not only did Luke Short have a great start against Fremont last time out, but also had one of his best starts of the season against the Spearfish Sasquatch. You guys will be playing either Fremont or Spearfish come next week in the first round of the playoffs. As for tonight's game, Fremont has Nolan Meredith out on the mound. He's a righty out of Atascadero, California. Nolan, I hope I pronounced that correctly. He's from UC Davis. He's been the Moose' biggest pitcher this year, 3-0 record, 2.13 ERA, making only his 5th start. Also has a save on the season. In 33 2/3 innings pitched, he struck out 30, only walked 12. Has less hits than innings pitched, which is always something you want to see out of a pitcher. Antonio, have you seen Nolan Meredith before?
I haven't seen him pitch, but I know Shea pretty well. I know he knows how to recruit, and I know all the teams he's had have been successful, and so I'm expecting him to go toe-to-toe with Shorty tonight, and we might get a little pitcher's duel.
Last game out was really the only bad start from Nolan Meredith this season. Went 5 innings pitched, gave up 4 earned runs, still struck out 5. His best outing came back on July 12th against the Sunfish, where he went 7 innings pitched, only gave up 5 hits, and struck out 7. We're going to take a quick break here. When we come back, we'll have the lineups for tonight's game. You are listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
At Wells Fargo Advisors, we've built our firm around a deep respect for planning. Our commitment to helping you plan effectively, invest wisely, and map a realistic course to your future is nowhere more evident than our Envision planning process. Put the process to work for you. We'll be with you every step of the way. For more information, call Ryan Windhorst, Senior Vice President of Investments, today at 632-7561. That's 632-7561.
How do you like your burger? Do you like Swiss or cheddar, ketchup or mustard, double the bacon? No matter how you like to top your burger, everyone agrees that a really good burger should start with a really great bun. That's why the bakers of Village Hearth put so much care into making their natural buns. Baked with good stuff like toasted whole grains and natural honey, you're sure to find a variety that's just right for you. So no matter how you like your burger, Village Hearth has the perfect bun to build it on. Village Hearth Breads, baking our best for you.
So the dream was to build your very own law practice. Be your own boss, call all the shots. But have things like billing, HR, timekeeping, and all the other management stuff turned your dream into a nightmare? Take charge of your practice with Lexicon. We're the intersection of practice management software and legal support services for your firm. You'll get more billable and livable hours back. Lexicon marks the spot for all your practice management needs. Visit lexiconservices.com/intersection to get the whole story or schedule a demo.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to the Platte Valley pregame show. We're going to take a quick break for the national anthem, but stick with us. Right when that's done, we're going to have the lineups for today's game.
Luke Short. Now Pioneer fans, a good time to ask that you please rise and with your hats and join us as we present our national anthem, sung tonight by Paris Priya. First pitch out here.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming as the rockets that our flag was still there, outside on that star-spangled
Welcome back to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB as it starts raining on the field, but as of now we are going to play baseball. The Pioneers are out on the field. Luke Short has taken the mound. Let's go over lineups, starting with the Fremont Moo. Leading off and playing center field, Tyler Push. Batting second and at second base, Dylan Sears. He hit a home run in game 1 of the series. The home run derby participant, E.J. Taylor, looms large in the 3 spot today. He's playing first base. Luke White hit the big home run off of Caden Edwards last night. He's been moved from first base to the DH spot. Jack Simonson also went deep in game 1, will start in right field, followed by Darian Morphew, who will be playing left. Austin Baskin, who's going to get the start at short. Peyton Leeper, he tucked a home run right by the foul pole in yesterday's game. And Trey Nichols got the start in game 1, had yesterday off. He'll be doing the catching for tonight. On the mound, of course, for the Fremont Moo is number 17, Nolan Meredith. And now the lineup for your Western Nebraska Pioneers. Leading off and playing center field, the Pioneers single-season hits king, Eric Smelko. Batting second and playing third base, Cade McGee. Batting third and playing right field, Alex Zerfus. Batting fourth, he was a DH last night. He'll serve as the catcher tonight. Kid from Kansas, Jake English. Batting fifth is the Gold Glover, Jared Mazzaferro. He'll be playing shortstop, followed by Jonathan Simrot. In the 7th spot is Tyler Davis. He'll be doing the DHing in tonight's game. Brian Webb will be playing left field. And in the 9th spot, it's Antonio Nanez. He got the day off yesterday. He'll be starting at second base. It is 6:33 p.m. Mountain Time, and we are just about ready for first pitch. Antonio, is it weird listening to first pitch from up here, not down on the field?
Yeah, it's a little different spot for me, but I'm excited.
Glad to hear it. Luke Short, as we mentioned before, has had a great season so far. He's a sophomore out of West Valley Junior College. And he'll look to get the Pioneers a victory today as we are set for first pitch. to Tyler Push. It just misses a bit low. 1 ball, no strikes, and we are underway at Oregon Trail Park Stadium. Tyler Push leading off for the Fremont Moo as he takes the first strike of the game on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Last night's game, Tyler Push had a hit, also got on base 2 more times via the walk. It was a big offensive effort for Fremont. They had a few batters get 6 at-bats in the game, something you don't see every single day. As the pitch from Luke Short is chopped up the middle, Jared Malzaferro's there. Nice pickup, throw over to first, and he got him. And a great way to start the day for the Pioneers. Jared Malzaferro ranging far to his left as he throws out Push, and we have our first out of the game. Antonio, it sure is fun to watch Jared Malzaferro out at shortstop, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. He's another kid from a local kid that I know from back home that, I grew up watching my brother play against, and I was also really excited. I've heard nothing but great things about Jared. A little shout out for him. He just committed to the University of Washington. He's going to play some Pac-12 baseball. Couldn't be more proud of him. Couldn't be more happy to help, and glad he's on our team this summer.
We are all very proud of Jared Malzaferro. Heard it here. Now going to the University of Washington as Luke Short starts Dylan Sears off with the first pitch strike. And that one is a bit low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Dylan Sears homered back in game 1. Last night had 3 base hits, singled in the first, singled in the 5th, singled again in the 7th. Also had 2 RBIs out of the 2 spot for Fremont. As the 1-1 pitch is popped up, this ball might be playable for Cade McGee on the left side. He gives it a look, but it's off the netting. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Short. What are you looking to see out of Short tonight on the mound, Antonio?
Same thing I expect every week. I expect that a lot out of all of our guys, but especially Shorty. He's going to compete. He's going to command 3 different pitches, and hopefully that's going to work really well for him like it did last time when we were on the road in Fremont.
And that pitch misses just a bit up there. Make that 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now, Antonio, is Luke Short someone we can expect to see starting a playoff game, or do you think he's going to be used out of the pen?
Yeah, so the way we set...
And there's a soft ground ball over to Cade McGee. He comes in. The throw is up the line, and it gets away. A rare error from Cade McGee. Normally sure-handed over there at third base. Made a nice play coming in. Remember, with the rain possible, that ball might have been a little bit slippery, but not a play we're used to seeing from Cade McGee, as Fremont Moo will have the first base runner of the game. Sorry, Antonio, continue.
Yeah, so the way we set up our rotation this week is just how we're going to do it in the playoffs next week. So we'll see Carson on Monday, Caden Edwards on Tuesday, and Shorty on, hopefully Thursday in the first game of the championship. But if it has to be that game 3 of the series, then we'll see him. Just really excited about how Luke's been throwing it this summer.
Luke Short has been one of the Pioneers' most reliable arms. He's gone at least 4 innings in each of his last 3 starts, as that pitch misses in the dirt to E.J. Taylor. 1 ball, no strikes. Pioneers playing double play depth up the middle, and in the corners, outfield relatively straight up. Luke Short, someone that gets a lot of weak contact on the mound. That's been his strong suit this year, as that pitch is drilled right back up the middle, almost took his head off, and that's going to be the first hit of the game for the Fremont Moo. E.J. Taylor with a line drive single up the middle, and Fremont is threatening in the first inning. Antonio, you've mentioned earlier that you feel like defense is really this team's main weakness. Has there been anything going on in practices or games to sort of ameliorate that problem? What do you tend to do as a coach working with these players?
Yeah, obviously these aren't my guys. Their coaches send them from all schools across the country, so my job is just to make them as good as they can be for their schools in the fall. So we'll come out and we'll do early work and stuff and work on things that I think that could really help them get to their programs in the fall and be most successful. So all these kids are great talents, so it's really just managing that talent and trying to get them where they need to be for the fall.
As the first pitch was fouled off there to Luke White. Now, Antonio, how long would you say it takes to really get an understanding of certain players' skill level before you're really ready to set the lineups and put them into different spots?
Yeah, so that first couple of weeks was tough because we had a lot of temp guys coming in and out. But as you get comfortable with guys and see what their strong points are, what they can do, it makes writing the lineups pretty easy.
One thing the Pioneers have had no problem with this year has been scoring runs, leading the Expedition League in that category right now. Is the 0-2 pitch hit to the right side. That's going to be a base hit for Luke White. Right fielder Simrod throws that ball in. It's going to be late. And Fremont scores a run. Dylan Sears coming in. It is 1-0 Moo. And for the second straight day, Fremont draws first blood. Luke White, who had a few hits yesterday, including a long home run, gets Fremont started today with a single. 0-2 pitch might have gotten a little too much plate from Luke Short there. Double play is still in order for the Pioneers.
Luke just served that one the other way down in the count 0-2. Still hit it well to the opposite feet.
Still one out. That is going to bring up Jack Simonson. Simonson homered back in the first game of the series last night. Had a single, make that 2 singles, a double, and 2 walks. Got on base 5 out of the 6 times he was up. And a big offensive day for Fremont as he takes strike 1 right down the middle from Luke Short. No balls and a strike.
First 2 games of the series, Jack Simonson hitting 5 for 8.
Now, one thing that we noted yesterday with this Pioneers team is even when they fall behind early, this is a team that has come in and just crushed opposing bullpens. Antonio, what's the mentality usually when you start a game down?
Obviously at 1-0, it doesn't really change much, but when the leads, get any bigger than that.
This pitch is popped down the right field line. Alex Zerfis ranges over. He goes a long way to make the grab, and there's 2 down.
Leads like 5-0, 6-0 early, so the goal is to chip away, get a run or 2 an inning. Your bullpen's got to come in and throw up zeros to keep you in the game. But coming from behind is just as much the bullpen's job as it is the hitters. If they continue to throw up zeros and we keep chipping away as the game goes on, that's how you find yourself back in a ball game when you get down early.
Pioneers certainly have depth in that bullpen. All-star Paul Pandura will certainly be featured out of that pen in the playoffs. Also got Randy Garza among others. Lost Ryan Reynolds after yesterday, but this is still a Pioneers team with plenty of arms to go to as Luke Short misses with that first pitch off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. This is Darian Morphew, one of only 2 Fremont players to not record a hit in last night's game. He was still moved up to the 6th spot from the 7th spot as he'll look to do some early damage here against Luke Short. That pitch right over the plate, nice spot from Short, and we're even at 1.
Have that long stretch where they had to play every day when Bush was away.
Morphew wasn't an everyday starter for Fremont earlier in the season. He's been getting a lot of starts of late, and he's been very successful for Fremont. Been playing mainly left field, can also play right. As that pitch is drilled up the middle, that's going to be a base hit. E.J. Taylor is getting the wave from the third base coach. Eric Smelko's throw will go to third, and it's 2-0 Fremont, just like that. A line drive base hit up the middle from Darian Morphew. That is his first hit of the series. His 33rd RBI of the season. Fremont has 3 hits early. They lead this one 2-0.
White at second, Morphew at first. Now with 2 outs, 2-0 Fremont.
2 on and 2 out. It's going to bring Austin Baskin to the plate. Had a nice game yesterday, the shortstop for this Fremont team. And the first pitch from Short, a big swing and a big miss. And Luke Short goes ahead of Baskin. It's 0-1. Antonio, part of why it's hard to give up on this Pioneers team ever is just how great their offense has been. You start the lineup with Eric Smelko leading the team with a ridiculous batting average up in the 340s, followed by Cade McGee and Alex Zerfis, who have been incredible, as that 0-1 pitch is fouled off. The only big piece that's not in that lineup today, hasn't been for the past few days, is JT Walden. Do you have any update on how his injury is?
Yeah, he's doing a lot better after just a little bum hammy, little tweak. Our plan is to get him back on Saturday with some at-bats and have him ready to go for the playoffs. There's no need in, pushing anything in these last couple games that don't, totally mean too much.
0-2 pitch misses up. And that's the nice thing about this Expedition League schedule, the way it works. Pioneers winning the first half in the Clark division, which certainly takes a lot of pressure off in these later games. Obviously, you're not living and dying by the win and the loss as much. But overall, what are you really trying to see from these guys as they enter the playoffs?
Yeah, I just want us to be playing our best baseball going into, the most important, going into the most obviously important part of our season. We worked really hard to win that first half so that we can have guys get off days and, different guys playing different spots. But come playoff time, it's go time. It is win or go home. So I just want us to be playing our best baseball going into Monday.
Win time it is. as the Pioneers will get ready to hit in the bottom of the first. Luke Short got the strikeout looking over Austin Baskin to end the inning. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball. We're taking a short break on KNEB.
At the Emporium Express, the flavor options of our Red Bull mimosas are endless. We start with your choice of regular or sugar-free Red Bull and mix in your favorite fruity syrup. But no mimosa is complete without a float of orange juice. Take your wings to another level with fun flavor combinations like blue raspberry and green apple or pomegranate and passion fruit. Head over to our menu at EmporiumExpress.net for a full list of syrup flavors and sugar-free options. Emporium Express, Main Street Market and Regional West in Scotts Bluff.
Katie, remember the day you made me the happiest man alive? I asked if you wanted to live to the fullest, to wake up every morning savoring potato olays, fluffy scrambled eggs, and breakfast burritos from Taco John's, and you said,
"Get your hands off my burrito."
Oh, Katie, I love when you whisper sweet nothings.
Wake up and go with bigger, bolder, better breakfast, only at Taco John's.
Drive-thru open at 6 a.m., dining room open at 8. Taco John's, with locations in Scottsbluff, Gearing, and Bridgeport.
Good luck, Western Nebraska Pioneers, from the A. Elliott Law Office. A. Elliott Law is located at the Railway Office Plaza on the corner of Railway Street and Avenue B in Scottsbluff, Suite C110. Needing legal counsel for criminal law, juvenile law, real estate planning, probate and domestic, and family law? Call Audrey Long today for an appointment. 633-5294. A. Elliott Law supports the Western Nebraska Pioneers.
Rainbow! KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium as the Pioneers get ready to take their first at-bat of the game. Fremont Moo put up 2 runs on 3 hits in the top half of the first base. There's also an error from the Pioneers as the Pios will look to get those bats going. As we mentioned before, 9 runs on 14 hits in the first game of the series were held to just 1 run in the 9th inning last night. It'll be Eric Smelko, followed by Cade McGee, and then Alex Zerfis due up. As the right-hander out of UC Davis, Nolan Meredith, gets ready to get going. He has been the Moo's best pitcher all season long. 3-0 record, really great ERA down at 2.13. Someone that has consistently given the Moo innings since he has joined the team. Eric Smelko walks up to the box, switch hitter, batting left-handed against the righty. And we are ready to get some Pioneers at-bats in the bottom half of the first inning. First pitch, that fastball misses down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Now, it's really been impressive, to me at least, about Eric Smelko this year, Antonio, is regardless of what side of the plate he's on, as he grounds that one up the middle, second baseman Sears is over, he turns, makes a great throw over to E.J. Taylor, and that's the first out in the bottom of the first inning. But what really has impressed me about Eric Smelko is he's a switch hitter, and a lot of times with switch hitters, you'll either see them favor one side of the plate or you'll really see them get pull happy. Eric Smelko has pretty even splits this season and is someone that really just hits the ball where it's put. Antonio, have you come across a switch hitter like Eric Smelko before?
A few, but no, he's really impressive from both sides of the plate. Goes to the plate with a really good approach, and it's really fun watching Eric hit and just talk baseball with him. And, you know, when he's ask him what he's trying to do at the plate, everything makes sense. Biggest thing is going up there with an approach, and he has a great one every pitcher he sees. And Eric's been a really fun kid to coach this summer.
Cade McGee took strike 1. Now he takes strike 2. This is an aggressive top part of the Pioneers lineup, although Cade McGee taking 2 pitches. He's already down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. And that's what to be expected from Nolan Meredith. Throws a lot of strikes, not going to walk the ballpark at all. And bad timing there as that curveball misses inside it.
Thanks
Gets
for jinxing
Cade
that
McGee. Anything I can do to help, Antonio. Cade McGee is on with the Pioneers' first base runner of the day. That is going to bring up the 3-hitter, Alex Zerfis. Alex Zerfis, another Gonzaga kid on this Gonzaga stacked Pioneers team. He probably had the hardest hit ball of the game yesterday, a line drive that got over the center fielder Tyler Push's head. Also went 2 for 4 with an RBI back in game 1 of the series, so he's been swinging a hot bat as he'll look to do some early damage here against Nolan Meredith. McGee takes his lead off first base. And the first pitch from Meredith swung on in, missed from Zerfis. No balls and a strike. Fremont, who has now turned 6 double plays in the series so far, sets up in double play depth with 1 runner on and 1 down. They have done a great job defensively this entire series and this entire season, honestly, as Zerfus fouls that one down the first base side. No balls and 2 strikes. It'll be Jake English next. Jake's been swinging the bat pretty well as of late. Had a rough first game of the series, hit into 3 double plays. He'll look to get going again today. As Zerfus steps back into the box, Meredith loading up on this no ball, 2 strike count. And that fastball is up. It's dropped by the catcher, but doesn't go nearly far enough to advance the runner, Cade McGee. Now, Antonio, catching depth is something that a lot of teams don't tend to have. That is not an issue for this Pioneer squad. Tyler Davis and Jake English have done the majority of the catching behind the plate. They also have Nate Schwartz as an option back there. How is it managing 3 different catchers on one team as that pitch is fouled off?
Something coming in, like you said, it's hard to find good catching depth. So Jake's obviously one of my guys at KU, and I was really excited to get him. So I knew, a catching spot wasn't going to be something I had to worry about too much. And Tyler has been great. Nate's been great. Just great guys to have, and they do a great job back there. And our pitchers love, working with them. So it's been pretty successful. I've been pretty happy with the way our batteries have done back there.
1-2 pitch from Meredith and off speed. That misses just up. Nice eye there from Zerfus. This whole Pioneers catching squad has done a great job this season, both behind the plate and at the plate. And a quick pickoff move. A nice move there from Meredith. But Cade McGee is back just in time. Count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Zerfus is someone who makes really good contact, works good at bats for this Pioneers team. Really just a good 3-hitter to have in that lineup, especially with JT Walden out as the 2-2 pitch and off speed. And a nice curveball gets the plate. And strike 3 looking. Nolan Meredith has his first strikeout of the game. And there's 2 outs and a runner on first base. So, Antonio, do pitchers tend to have a catcher that they like throwing to the most, or is it really just about making sure that all those catchers are getting playing time?
It's a little bit of a mix. Like, as the season's gone on, I really like the way that Carson and Jake work together. I really like the way Caden and TD work together. So those guys have been together for a couple weeks now. But, these catchers need to learn how to catch different pitchers. So catching the same guy is not going to help them too much. But they've seen a lot of different guys. But, yeah, that's kind of how it's worked out, mainly just with those 2 guys this summer.
Pickoff move is not in time there. Nolan Meredith giving Cade McGee quite a bit of attention over at first base. It's 1 ball and no strikes to Jake English. In last night's game, Jake English went 1 for 4, got a single in the 9th inning, and was left there to end the game as he hits that one a mile high to center field. It's going to be routine for Tyler Bush. Goes back a couple steps, makes the play, and that'll be it for the Pioneers in the bottom of the first. They get a runner on Cade McGee's hit by a pitch, but can't make anything come of it. We're going to take a short break. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
The 4-H and FFA youth have been busy in the barn this year, and it's time again for the Scottsbluff County Junior Livestock Sale, Saturday, August 7th, 9 a.m. at the fairgrounds. We will also be streaming the sale live for you. Scottsbluff County Junior Livestock Sale for the details. Please plan to come out, buy an animal, and most importantly, support the 4-H and FFA youth of Scottsbluff County on August 7th at 9 a.m.
Hello. Welcome, class of 1994. 25 years ago, an insidious and repugnant mistake was made. Phil Merkel was voted class rank.
What?
In driving by Phil's home tonight, I made a gruesome discovery. Phil did not use Renewal by Anderson for his replacement windows.
I don't see the big deal.
Oh, really? Everyone knows when you need replacement windows, you need Renewal by Anderson because they only do windows. They're experts, no subcontractor.
I didn't know that.
Shut up, Mr. Class Brain. And Renewal by Anderson uses Fibrex windows, keeping your home warm in winter, cool in summer.
Really, though? I had no idea.
Craig Guzinski knew. He used renewal by Anderson, which proves that Class Brand should have been awarded to Craig Guzinski.
Wait, but you're Craig Guzinski.
Yes, I am, and I gratefully accept this award. Thank you.
For a perfect fit, call Renewal by Anderson of Wyoming, 307-201-9969.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium as Luke Short's back out there for the top half of the second inning. 2 runs scored for Fremont in the top half of the first, both unearned after Cade McGee made a throwing error. 2 runs would then score Dylan Sears and E.J. Taylor. Luke Short settled in at the end of the inning, striking out Austin Baskin looking as we get ready to play baseball. It is the final game of the regular season here at Oregon Trail Park Stadium. It is Fan Appreciation Day, and we certainly appreciate everything our fans have done for us this season. Antonio, being in a smaller league like the Expedition League, what does it mean to have so many fans come out to the games on a regular basis?
It's been incredible, and I know we by far have the best fan base in the league. We go places and opposing teams come here and they're just in awe of like how great this community takes care of us. We are arguably one of the smallest markets in the league, but if you came to a ball game at Oregon Trail Park, you would never be able to tell.
No, you would not, as Luke Short throws 2 straight strikes to start off the inning to Peyton Leeper, no balls and 2 strikes. Oregon Trail Park Stadium in Gearing, Nebraska. It is the smallest population of any of the Expedition League teams as that curveball bounces in. Yet the Pioneers this season finished with the highest average attendance. Certainly credit to the locals who just cannot get enough of Pioneers baseball. They have been great all season long showing up for this team. And they are certainly excited for another playoff berth this season. 1-2 pitches popped up down the right field line. Simrock gave it a look, but it's out of his reach. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Peyton Leeper, switch hitter, hit a home run left-handed last night. That was off of Hayden Mulva late in the game. Steps into the box right-handed today. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A delivery from Luke Short. Nice pitch, just missed the plate outside. And the count's even at 2. Luke Short mixes up his pitches really well. Not someone who's going to blow you away, but got a great curveball, good off-speed stuff. Just keeps hitters off balance at the plate. And the 2-2 pitch tipped, but Jake English cannot hold on there as the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now, Antonio, when you got a pitcher on the mound who's not going to blow hitters away, how much more important is it for them to hit their spots?
Yeah, obviously it's important to hit your spots, but Shorty can run it up here every once in a while to mid to high 8s, I think. He's got good life on his fastball, good carry, but obviously with 2 really good off-speed pitches and his ability to locate definitely helps him out.
That pitch is fouled off, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Luke Short, certainly someone that can put hitters away. Has located that fastball up really well all season long. That curveball's also been nasty from him as he's been racking up the strikeouts of late. We're going to do the 3-2 pitch again. It's going to be ripped left side. Cade McGee jumps, and it's just over his head. And Peyton Leeper with his first hit of the game. And Fremont's getting going in the top of the second. Runner on, nobody out. So that's going to bring up the catcher, Trey Nichols. Nichols had the day off last night. It was Ryan Hayes for Fremont, who had himself a nice day, going 2 for 5, including a 2-run single. But it was Nichols in game 1 of the series. He went 0 for 3 with a walk. Also had a strikeout in that game as he'll look to get going here for this Fremont team in the top half of the second. First pitch of the at-bat, fastball misses up and away from short. Pioneers will look to potentially turn a double play here. Jared Mazzaferro, Antonio Nanez up the middle in double play depth. And we get ready for the 1-0 delivery here. As he'll take a quick look over at Peyton Leeper. He wasn't going anywhere. Still 1 ball and no strikes. Antonio, after Clay Cutter and Jack Wagner left earlier this month, this Pioneers team was pretty short on infield defense as that pitch is fouled off. How big has Antonio Nanez's presence been coming in and eating up a lot of innings in that middle infield?
Yeah, another kid that I've been privileged to know from back home. An incredible infielder. Obviously, he's been great out there for us so far. We were really excited. Obviously, we've talked about the defense did struggle, for the majority of the season, and he's come in and done a great job at every position that he's played.
He certainly has, as that changeup from Luke Short is swung on and missed from Trey Nichols. Now, for a team that has struggled with defense, if you look at that infield right now, Cade McGee at third, Mazzuchello over at short, and Nunez at second base. It's a pretty good infield, probably the best defensive infield the Pioneers have. They, of course, have Kellen Rutz, who's done a great job over at second base as well, as that pitch is going to be fouled right behind the seats. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fremont really needs to take this game. They come into the day half a game behind the Spearfish Sasquatch, who beat the Pier Trappers 7-3 in extra innings last night. We will certainly be giving you updates on that game, as Fremont will certainly be scoreboard watching. But most importantly for them, they need to take care of business today. It's the Pioneers' job to keep them out of the win column. As Luke Short gets ready to throw his 1-2 pitch. Off speed, misses up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Curveball just got away a little bit there from Short. Normally has great control over that pitch. Outfield relatively straight up. Of course, Eric Smelko out in center field covers so much ground. He's been a real joy to watch all season long. As Short gets ready for this 2-2 delivery, it's in the dirt, and it's a full count. So it'll be interesting to see here if Fremont opts to send Peyton Leeper, not one of their faster guys. And on top of that, Luke Short is left-handed, has a good move over to first base. We'll see what happens here. Trey Nichols, not the biggest strikeout threat in the world, as he'll look to put the ball in play. 3-2, runner not going, and that ball is flown to left field in shallow. Coming in is Brian Webb. He's under it, makes the grab, and there's 1 down here in the top half of the second. So Nichols flies out to left field. We have a quick out after the single in this inning. Luke Short will pitch to Tyler Push as we're back to the top of the order. It was Push who led off the game with a ground out to Jared Mazzuchello. Made a nice play ranging up the middle to throw him out. As Short will look to get out of this one.
Crews get back to the top of their order. Now batting from Newman University, Tyler Push.
First pitch to Push fouled off. Take a quick look around the league. The Wheat City Whiskey Jacks up over the Sioux Falls Sunfish 3-0. That game's in the top of the 5th. Fremont will then play Sioux Falls to close out their season, as they look to take the series here from the Pioneers. Last time these two met, Fremont dominated. Pioneers shutting them out both games, but it's been a different story this series. At least it was in game 1. The Pioneers with a real chance to take this series. Luke Short will take a look over at Peyton Leeper on first base, who's back, still no balls and a strike. Antonio, how does the coaching philosophy change as you begin to play these teams more and more times throughout the course of the season?
It's not necessarily that it changes. It's just obviously, me and Trent and Jackson are more comfortable with the other team's lineups, and we know what we want to do with guys in certain situations. We don't call pitches as a staff, so our catchers are also more comfortable with lineups as we get to play them more often.
Luke Short paying Leeper a lot of attention over at first base. Another quick move there as Short stepped off. He's not going to get him. The count remains at no balls and 1 strike. Leeper has 8 stolen bases on the season. As that ball is ripped into left field, that's going to be a base hit. Webb over to it quickly. He is going to keep Leeper at second, but Tyler pushes on. He has his first hit of the night, and Fremont again has 2 runners on and only 1 out in the top of the second inning. That'll bring up Dylan Sears. He reached on a throwing error in the first inning, would come around to score on the RBI hit from Luke White. Also homered back in game 1 of the series. Made a nice play to rob Eric Smelko of the hit to start the first inning. as he digs into the plate with one down here. The pitch from short on the outside corner. Nice spot there. It's no balls and a strike to Sears. Sears goes to Western Illinois. 185 pounds, throws lefty, or bats lefty rather, throws righty. Someone who's eaten up a lot of innings and a lot of games for the Fremont Moo this season. In 46 games, already has 159 at-bats for the Moo. Has a nice curveball there, gets far to the plate, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Sears comes into this one batting .289, has 46 hits rather, 25 runs scored, 11 extra base hits, including 2 home runs on the season. And he's drawn 29 walks, so this is someone that can really get on base and hurt you. At the top of that lineup for Fremont, as that pitch is blooped into right field. Coming in fast, but that's going to fall for a base hit as it gets just in front of Zerfus. The runner Leaper had to hold in case that ball got caught, but the bases are loaded with only 1 man out, and that's going to bring up Fremont's biggest hitter, E.J. Taylor, with the bases loaded. So a single there from Sears. Each runner will move up a base. And the Moo are trying to pick up where they left off last night. The Fremont Moo team had no 1-2-3 innings in the game last night. Did a great job of putting bat on ball. And when you do that, good things are going to happen. Here we are with the bases loaded, 1 man out. Taylor's in the box, short's ready. And the first pitch delivery. That ball's grounded up the middle. There's Nanez. He makes the play, throws over to Mazzaferro, back to first base, and he's called safe. Called safe by the first base umpire, Sean Barrett. Took Nanez a second to get it out of his glove, but Mazzaferro made a great throw over to first base. Certainly looked like they had him. A tough break for the Pioneers, who seem to have some rough umpiring luck in yesterday's game. But Fremont will take it nonetheless. That's 3 runs now early, as that'll be an RBI fielder's choice for E.J. Taylor. Erase Tyler Push off, or Dylan Sears rather, off the bases. It'll move Push to third. Leaper comes in and scores the 3rd run of the game. And that brings up Luke White, who drove in the first run of the game today with a single in the 1st inning as he takes ball 1. So not the ideal start so far today for Luke Short, as he'll look to get out of this jam 1st and 3rd. Tough batter and Luke White up at the plate as that pitch misses. Throw over to second. Nanez is going to try to throw home. He makes no play. That'll score a run. They now have E.J. Taylor in the rundown. They tag him out, and that will end the inning. But the Fremont Moo are able to steal a run on the double steal attempt, as that brought in Tyler Push from third base. Antonio Nanez made a great play picking that ball up, but couldn't get the ball out of his hands in time to get the runner. Another tough break for the Pioneers. The inning is over, though. We're going to take a quick break. It's 4-0 Fremont Moo. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
Building a legacy doesn't happen by accident. It starts with a plan. I'm Jody Rosiska, Raymond James Financial Advisor at Platte Valley Investment Center. From private wealth management to customized estate planning and wealth transfer, you can turn to us for comprehensive financial planning. We invest time in getting to understand you and your financial goals, so together we can create a strategy to help you live a life well planned.
Platte Valley Investment Center, Inc., Scottsbluff, Nebraska is not a registered broker, dealer, and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA, SIPC.
Hi, this is Shane from Scottsbluff Screen Printing and Embroidery. I would like to personally invite you to come out and enjoy this year's Old West Balloon Fest. Please bring the whole family to this amazing event. Scottsbluff Screen Printing will be at most of those events selling the official souvenir t-shirts. Please come see us and support this amazing event. You may check out their website for details on launches and various event locations at theoldwestballoonfest.com. Scottsbluff Screen Printing and Embroidery, supporting the Old West Balloon Fest from downtown Scottsbluff.
You don't want to mess with the IRS. They have the power to garnish your paycheck, levy your bank accounts, and even take your home or business. That's all true. But thankfully, they're offering a way out, the Fresh Start Initiative. If you qualify, you could save thousands. The experts at Optima Tax Relief will fight to get you the best deal possible. And they have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau to prove it. Call Optima for your free consultation.
Call 800-682-9928. 800-682-9928.
Optima Tax Relief.
For details, visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium as Jared Mazzaferro and the West Nebraska Pioneers will look to get something started against starter Nolan Meredith. They find themselves down 4-0 early as Mazzaferro takes that fastball off the plate. As we mentioned earlier, Mazzaferro from Maloney Junior College now going to Washington. Big congratulations to Mazzaferro, who's had just an unbelievable season with the Pioneers as the 1-0 pitch is flown out to center field. Push is going to go back a couple steps, but playable, and a quick out number 1 for Nolan Meredith. Mazzaferro in 36 games with the Pioneers and 119 at-bats has 41 hits, that's a .345 batting average. Has also driven in 21 runs, walked 13 times, and has a whopping .905 OPS. One of the best marks on the team in all of those categories as Mazzaferro, both at shortstop and at the plate, has been huge for the Pioneers this season. Certainly provides a lot of depth for them in that middle infield as that'll bring up Jonathan Simrot, who takes strike 1, a fastball on the outside corner, no balls and a strike. The 0-1 pitch to Simrot, swung on and missed, no balls and 2 strikes. Meredith settling in here in the bottom half of the second. Jonathan Simrot's a freshman from the University of Kansas, and he goes after like a slider in the dirt right there. Nice pitch from Meredith, and it's going to be his second strikeout of the game. So 2 quick outs for Meredith in the bottom of the second. We've seen this Pioneers team be fairly aggressive. Swung at 9 first pitches in the game yesterday. Have already swung at 3 first pitches in the game today. Antonio, has being aggressive been part of the game plan the whole season, or is that something that's been relatively new?
Yeah, that's a big thing for me, is being aggressive, obviously, in the zone. I know I was on air earlier when I was mic'd up saying you can't take strike 2. That's what a big thing of what Coach Price at Kansas has taught us, and you know, I totally agree with it. You can't bury yourself in counts. So that's a big thing that I've been pushing, is just to be aggressive in fastball counts.
Aggressive they certainly have been. After the 1-0 pitch, Tyler Davis took a fastball on the outside corner, and the count is back to even. Tyler Davis from Fresno, California. He goes to Fresno State, 6'2" freshman, doing the DH duties in tonight's game as he takes a nice off-speed pitch. Strike 2. Antonio, I think that might have been what you were talking about there. Certainly seemed like a pitch Tyler could have hit.
Yeah, that's definitely something that would frustrate me if I was out there.
The 1-2 pitch to Davis. Nice off-speed pitch again, and Tyler Davis not happy at all with the umpire there at strike 3. Not sure if he was just tossed from this game or not. He's still arguing with the home plate umpire. Umpire's yelling at him to get in the dugout. Unclear if Tyler Davis is still going to be in this game or not. We'll keep you guys updated. But nonetheless, a strikeout looking there. Meredith's 3rd of the game. We are done playing baseball after the second inning. We head to the top of the 3rd. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
Hey, Google, I need a kick-in-the-face smooth coffee that also makes me attractive.
The best coffee is Black Rifle Coffee. It is smoother than that bald spot on your head with no stanky aftertaste, unlike your wardrobe. As far as making you attractive, maybe try a grocery bag, a Gene Simmons mask, or even walking backwards. Black Rifle Coffee is available at 1716 Broadway in Scottsbluff. They sell coffee and attitude to those who love America.
It's harvest time in western Nebraska. This is Brian from Dooley Oil, located at 2475 10th Street in Gearing. We have a total of 5 locations to serve you in Wyoming, Nebraska, and Colorado. We have engine, hydraulic, and drip oil, as well as grease in stock and on hand. Our drip oil and Blue Ribbon Def comes in a variety of sizes, from 2.5 gallon jugs to totes, and we deliver for all your ag, commercial, lubricants, and fuel needs. Trusted folks at Dooley Oil. Thank you for your patronage. Dooley Oil, committed to you.
Fun facts about owning your own hot tub, courtesy of High Plains Spas and Recreation. Relaxing in your spa before bed helps soothe your aches and pains, allowing for a deeper, more rewarding sleep. Hot Spring Spas offers features like entertainment systems with Bluetooth capability, waterfalls, LED lighting, volcano jets, and more. Yes, sleeping like a baby is just one great reason, but there's plenty more. Stay tuned or stop into High Plains Spas and Recreation, where they sell fun. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, 1725 East Oberlin, Scottsbluff.
KNEB 960 AM, and now on 100.3 FM.
We resume play here as Luke Short threw ball 1 down to Luke White. And that pitch down as well. That one looked good. Must have missed by a bit there. Luke White brought in the first Fremont run of the game with a single back in the first. Homered yesterday, comes into the game with a 309 average on the season. As that pitch is drilled to left field, that one's hit deep. This one has a chance towards the wall, looking up, and that ball is gone. A solo home run for Luke White. Home runs in back-to-back games. That is the 5th Fremont home run of the season. As White takes the slow trip around the bases there. A Fremont team that hits a lot of home runs as he jumped on that 2-0 fastball. And just like that, it is 5-0 Fremont in the top of the 3rd inning. So Luke White having a great series, only adding to that here. Hit that RBI single in the first. A solo home run to start the 3rd. Also started the 3rd inning yesterday with a solo home run. That's his 6th home run of the season, his 32nd run batted in. Batting average will certainly rise from 309 today, already 2 for 2. Pitch from White to Simonson. That's an off-speed pitch. Just misses the corner.
Where?
I'm not sure where. Certainly seemed like that pitch was called last half inning, but it will be a ball as Luke Short will collect himself and get ready for this next pitch. Another off-speed pitch. That one looks good, and that one misses too. So some tough luck from Luke Short. That's the 3rd pitch this inning that looked like it might have been in the zone. And a 3-0 swing and a miss there, Antonio. You certainly understand why there were some frustrations in that dugout yesterday. Those pitches seemed to be good there.
I was told not to comment on the umpires, so I'm just going to stay out of this one.
Probably a smart one there. Antonio, when you're not getting the calls, though, as a pitcher, what do you have to say to yourself to get over it and remind yourself to just get back out there and keep doing your thing?
Yeah, obviously a big thing Trent preaches to our pitchers is control what you can control. You can't control if the umpire where his zone's at, so Luke's just got to keep going. Just try to keep making his pitches and not worry about what's going on, behind the plate.
That pitch misses there. We were wrong on the count earlier. It's actually a full count now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Something Luke Short has always done really well. Someone who's very calm, cool, and collected. You would never know his line for the day based off of his expressions. Always just someone ready to get out there and throw competitive pitches as he gets ready for this 3-2. Nice curveball, swung on and missed. Took English a second to find it. He picks it up, and he'll throw out Jack Simonson for the first out of the inning. And a dirty curveball there from Luke Short as he looks to get back on track. That'll bring up Darian Morphew. Morphew, of course, had his first hit of the series in the 1st inning, driving in Fremont's 2nd run of the game. His single chased E.J. Taylor home as he steps up to the plate with 1 on and nobody out. Pitch from Short, just down and maybe a bit outside. 1 ball and no strikes. As a fair, will take a couple steps towards the middle after that pitch as that pitch is fouled off. Morphew, someone that likes to go the other way. We saw him fly out to left field 3 times yesterday, singled up the middle. Interesting watching him during batting practice today. Someone that really just focuses on hitting that ball the other way, sees the pitches very well. And he sees that curveball dip into the strike zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Luke Short has that curveball working here in the third. There's a delivery 1-2. Another curveball. That one just hung a little bit too much over the plate. Morphew drills that one into right for a base knock. So after going hitless the first 2 games of the series, Morphew having himself a nice start to this one, as he's got 2 hits and 2 at-bats. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Austin Baskin. That curveball seemed to just have a little bit too much plate there, as Luke Short will look to overcome that 1-out single. Pioneers back in double play. Depth Antonio Nanez playing very close to that second base bag. Outfield relatively straight up, and we'll have a quick step off from Luke Short here. And he'll get ready for the first pitch of this at-bat. Austin Baskin out of Mocaine, Missouri, goes to Southeast Missouri State, or rather from Covington, Tennessee, goes to Memphis, reading the wrong name there, as he takes ball 1 down. Austin Baskin's had a good season with Fremont Moo. He comes into the game hitting .275, has 3 home runs, 22 runs batted in on the season. He's played 41 games for the Moose, as someone who's been in the lineup most days, as Luke Short misses with the fastball. 2 balls and no strikes. Baskin was 2 for 5 in last night's win. He had a double in the game. Also struck out twice, has a whopping .344 on base percentage, .724 OPS. So certainly a successful season as the runner's going here. Ground ball up the middle, hit right to Nanez. The throw to second from Mazzaferro. He slips and the umpire calls him safe. The runner was moving. Nanez was in motion but was still able to make that grab. Made a great play as tosses it to Mazzaferro, and he was safe there. So if the runner wasn't moving, that could have been a double play ball to get out of the inning for the Pioneers. Instead, more bad luck for Luke Short, as 2 runners are now on. Score that a fielder's choice for Austin Baskin. That'll move Darian Morphew up to second base. Baskin now on first. And again, Luke Short finds himself dealing with runners in scoring position. There's still only 1 down. Not sure what else Antonio Nanez could have done on that play. Did a great job coming back from the bag to field it, but it just was not in time. And this Fremont offense continues to just pass the bat along, because that's going to bring up third baseman Peyton Leeper as he takes the off-speed pitch low and away in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. So Luke Short has some work to do here in the third inning. He could certainly use another ground ball. If the runner wasn't in motion there, he'd probably be in the dugout already, but instead he's got 2 runners to deal with and only 1 down as that pitch is hit softly left side. Diving play, Cade McGee. What a play. Throws over to first, but he throws it away. It gets under Simrot's glove. That's going to chase home Darian Morphew. It's going to move Austin Baskin to third base. And that's going to make it 6-0 Fremont. Cade McGee made an unbelievable play just to stop that ball. Instead of going to second, he opted for the sure thing at first base. Not a terrible throw, but it was in the dirt, and Jonathan Simrot couldn't come up with it cleanly. It chased Austin Baskin to third base. Morphew came in to score. Not an ideal start to this game for the Pioneers, as Fremont has now scored 2 runs in each of the first 3 innings. They're still threatening with 2 runners on. And it'll be the catcher, Trey Nichols, now with runners on the corners and only 1 down. So after a great play, that'll be Cade McGee's 2nd error in 3 innings, both of them throwing. Too bad, because he did a great job getting to that ball. And a tough inning for Luke Short, who's now having to throw a lot of pitches here. Score that one in E5. Putting Peyton Leeper on first base. Austin Baskin moving to third. And the first pitch drills back to third. Another chance for McGee. Bobbled, but he makes the play. Throws high. Nanez back on the bag. Throw back to first. And he's called safe again. So McGee bobbled that one. Then made a great play to pick it right back up. The throw was high. Nanez did a great job getting rid of it. And Antonio, for the 2nd time in consecutive innings. Looked like there might have been an out at first base, but the Pioneers can't turn the double play. Certainly a frustrating play again there for the Pioneers. And the lead is now 7-0 Fremont. A race leaper from the bases, bring home Austin Baskin. Score that a fielder's choice and an RBI from Trey Nichols. He's on first base, and Tyler Push will get his third at-bat of the game in the third inning. And that pitch is drilled into left field and deep. Webb going back. He'll have room. So an ugly inning for the Pioneers. They're down 7-0. Still plenty of game left at Oregon Trail Park Stadium as they'll look to get the bats going in the bottom of the third. We'll take a short break. Stick with us. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
The professional agronomy staff at Westco wants to make 2022 the best year yet for your wheat crop. You will realize increased bushels at harvest with wheat fertilization and anhydrous ammonia applications now. Proper weed control will also increase bushels next year while preserving precious moisture. For more information on wheat fertilization and weed control, call an agronomy specialist at the Westco location nearest you. Westco. Service, solutions, success.
Westco's your best value through and through.
Oh, that's the sound of someone at Papa Murphy's using fresh ingredients to make your pizza. And this is the sweet sound of your oven timer telling you that your home-baked Papa Murphy's pizza is done. Because at Papa Murphy's, we believe that Tuesday deserves something different, like your new way of telling your family pizza is ready.
Come and get it!
Okay. Every Tuesday, get any large pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
You can take the trailer out of Texas, but you can't take the Texas out of the trailer. PJ Trailers are built in Texas with the same attention to detail to hold up to the hardworking professional using them. Ryan's Welding and Trailer Sales in Scottsbluff is your authorized PJ Trailer dealer with a wide variety of sizes. ATV trailers, car haulers, equipment trailers, tilt deck, and gooseneck trailers. Ryan's is also a full-service welding shop. Stop by 1110 Avenue B in Scottsbluff or call 308-575-0710.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium. It's the Fremont Moose 7, the Western Nebraska Pioneers nothing. After 3 innings, 7 runs on 8 hits so far for Fremont as they continue their offensive onslaught that began last night. The Pioneers will look to counter and get some runs here. It's going to be Brian Webb, Antonio Nanez, and then back to the top of the order with Eric Smelko. Nolan Meredith has thrown 2 great innings so far, has not allowed a hit or a walk, hit Cade McGee back in the first inning, but has been relatively perfect since then, has also struck out 3 batters, 2 of them looking as his off-speed pitch certainly looks sharp tonight. As we get ready for baseball, Brian Webb, the lefty out of Grand Canyon University. Webb provides a ton of versatility for this Pioneers team. He has started games on the mound this year, 10 starts, 1-2 record, 4.66 ERA, and also in 34 games at the plate has 105 at-bats. Antonio, what's it like having a player that you can have send out there to the mound or can take ABs for you?
Yeah, having Brian's really nice. Obviously, he's a two-way player, and I love the way he's competed for us on the mound and, at the plate as well. And he's honestly one of the best defensive first basemen I've seen, so it's really nice having him over there. Obviously, tonight we have to have him in the outfield, but it's really impressive what he can do defensively at first base.
He grounds that 0-1 pitch out to the shortstop. Baskin takes care of him for a quick out. So in addition to pitching, Webb, as Antonio mentioned, has played just an unbelievable first base for the Pioneers this year, but also someone you can stick in the outfield. He can play the corner just really well, and he's someone that just seems to find himself in the lineup since he can play just about anywhere. It'll be Antonio Nanez now to the 9 spot for his first at-bat as he takes a fastball up, 1 ball and no strikes. First baseman E.J. Taylor hugging the line down the first base line. Nanez, someone who can hit the ball opposite field if he needs to, as he takes another pitch low, 2 balls and no strikes. Outfield relatively straight up. Nanez, of course, had the day off in yesterday's game, played day 1, and he's going to take a fastball for a strike there, 2 balls and a strike, as Noah Meredith is back in the count. Antonio Nanez out of San Francisco State College from San Jose, California. Came a long way to be Pioneers this season as he takes another fastball up, 3 balls and a strike. Pioneers will look to get something started here. In 10 games so far, Nanez hitting .280, 7 for 25 with a couple of RBIs. Also played a great second base as he takes ball 4 low. And a badly needed base runner for the Pioneers. It's now Eric Smelko as they'll look to do some damage here in the bottom half of the third.
I was just looking over your shoulder, Jared, but now Antonio's got 10 walks and 25 at bats. He's done a great job working counts, and it's, obviously pretty nice to see.
He has 10 walks and a whopping 486 on base percentage.
Right, which is just unbelievable. Obviously at a 280 clip, which is obviously not bad either. But yeah, the kid has been working counts, really good eye, and then putting the bat in.
Smelko lines out to shortstop, and more bad luck for the Pioneers as Baskin will double off Nanez from first base. Smelko smacked that ball to shortstop. But that's going to do it for the Pioneers as Nolan Meredith will certainly take it. We're done with baseball after the bottom of the third. We're going to take a short break. We'll see you at the top half of the fourth inning. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
CNAs and MedAids, we are looking for you. Northfield Retirement Communities, CNAs and MedAids. Full-time and part-time, all shifts available. CNAs and MedAids work in a fun environment with great people and residents. Competitive hourly wage, insurance, 401k, and paid time off. CNAs and MedAids. Apply today at workforcenow.adp.com and get ready to begin your new fulfilling career with the premier retirement community, Northfield Retirement Communities, Scotts Bluff.
The 4-H and FFA youth have been busy in the barn this year, and it's time again for the Scottsbluff County Junior Livestock Sale. Saturday, August 7th, 9 a.m. at the fairgrounds. We will also be streaming the sale live for you to bid and view. Check out our Facebook page, Scottsbluff County Junior Livestock Sale, for the details. Please plan to come out, buy an animal, and most importantly, support the 4-H and FFA youth of Scottsbluff County on August 7th at 9 a.m.
Michael is high-fiving random strangers.
I got free Runza.
He downloaded the Runza mobile app and already earned rewards.
I never win anything. This is crazy.
Well, everyone wins with Runza rewards.
Oh, that's good. You should be like a spokesperson for Runza.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing here. Watch this. Download the Runza mobile app to order ahead, find a Runza, and yes, start getting rewards today.
Whoa.
Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium. As Luke Short's back out there on the bump, we begin playing the top of the fourth inning. It has been all mood today, 7-0. As we begin the inning with a ball 1 to the 2-hitter Dylan Sears. Sears getting his third at bat, reached on an error, his first time up and scored. Walked his last time as that pitch is popped a mile high. Mazzaferro's under it. And a quick out for Luke Short and the Pioneers, 1 down. Mentioned earlier, Luke Short will be on a pitch limit. Pitching coach Trent Kiefer said around 75 to 80 pitches. So a very good chance this is Luke Short's last inning. As he looks to end it on a positive note, it'll be the home run derby participant E.J. Taylor due up. He singled and scored back in the first, reached on a fielder's choice, and credit him with an RBI his second time up. Short gets ready to deal here. Taylor takes that pitch on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Taylor came into the game yesterday hitting .414, but took an 0 for 5 in the game. As that off-speed pitch, another good spot from Short, no balls and 2 strikes. His average still stands at .402. So E.J. Taylor having himself a phenomenal season this year. In 45 games, has driven in 41 runs and has hit 8 home runs. And the 0-2 pitch outside corner, good spot, just misses off the edge of the plate. Not a bad pitch at all there from Luke Short, but we're going to do it again. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. E.J. Taylor also has 16 doubles on the year, 1 triple. As that fastball misses up, his 1.171 OPS is good for first on this Mood team with a .527 on base percentage. Antonio, anytime you got a player who's getting on base more than half the time is certainly someone dangerous. What's been the approach to EJ Taylor in this series?
Yeah, I mean, we've been going right at him, and obviously he's done some damage against us. I got privileged enough to coach EJ in the All-Star game, and he couldn't be a better kid. He's got a bright future in this game. He's got a really good swing, and
goes down swinging on that pitch.
Finally, EJ. No, but all of our guys at the All-Star game loved him, and he was fun to be around, and I wish him the best for sure going forward.
That'll bring up Luke White, another big hitter. He hit a home run to lead off the third inning, also homered last night. And he has done it against two very tough lefties in Caden Edwards and Luke Short. Also singled in, drove in a run back in the first inning. So really just an unbelievable series so far out of White. He's in the DH spot tonight, and he takes a great curveball on the outside corner, no balls and a strike. Luke White comes from Lewis Clark State College, hometown Lewiston, Idaho. And he rolls over this one to the shortstop, Mazzaferro. He's in a step. Fields makes a great throw over to the first baseman, Jonathan Simrat. And for the first time in 13 innings, the Pioneers have a 1-2-3 inning. Great way for Luke Short to potentially end his night. We're going to take a short break, and we'll meet you again in the bottom of the fourth inning. It's Fremont 7, Pioneers nothing. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
Hydrotex Lubrication is an industry leader in high-performance motor oils, greases, and fuel improvers. Hydrotex's main priorities are to provide the best products and the most efficient and reliable service to fit the customer's application needs. For more information on how Hydrotex can help you, call Phil and Nick at 308-635-8162. Stop into our new showroom at 2860 Holiday Park Drive in Gearing and see the products and services they offer, as well as purchase any products that you need.
Why settle for Wi-Fi that just usually works? Why settle for customer service that's subpar? Why settle for service that's outdated? You don't have to. Settle for more with Allo, the faster, more reliable internet experience that's built for the way you use all your devices. For answers, visit us at allofiber.com/switch today. Allo, settle for more.
Embrace summer with the Platte Valley Bank Home Equity line of credit. Relax on your new deck, get cooking in your recently renovated kitchen, or finally finish the basement. You can even consolidate debt and enjoy lower monthly payments just by using the equity in your home. With great rates and fast, friendly lenders, now is the time to embrace summer and tackle projects that will make the whole family happy. Learn more at www.pvbank.com.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
KNEB 960 AM, and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium. As Cade McGee and the Pioneers look to get on the board, they've been held hitless through 3 innings from Nolan Meredith. He's looked really good tonight. As we get set for the first pitch, it's an off-speed and a swing and a foul ball to the backstop from Cade McGee. This is the 61st game of the season, and it is Cade McGee's 57th game he's playing. And Antonio, not only has he been a superstar when he's been in there, but he's been in there just about every day. How huge has he been for this organization?
Yeah, Cade's been absolutely incredible. One of the first calls I made was to get Cade on our team. I know he's an incoming guy. You don't play like an incoming guy. You don't act like an incoming guy. As mature as it gets for a kid his age with a huge future in front of him, I'm just glad that I've been able to give him this opportunity.
As that ball is drilled in the air to deep left center field, almost as if it's on cue, as that one's going to short hop the wall. Cade McGee has been an extra base hit machine. Tripled and doubled in game 1, doubled last night. And Antonio, I have a feeling the fans back home can now know exactly what you're talking about there. Cade McGee continues to get it done. That's his 18th double of the year and his 22nd extra base hit.
No, yeah, like I've said, he's been an incredible talent for us. And what I was saying was I'm just glad I was able to give him this opportunity to, get him as prepared as he can get to play at this next level, where I think he can be really successful.
In addition to his offensive numbers, Cade McGee has a 2.36 ERA, has saved 6 games for the Pioneers this season. In 19 innings of work, has only walked 7 and struck out 22. He also offers a .439 on-base percentage an 879 OPS at the plate. Cade McGee's really led this Pioneers team all season long as Zerfus takes the fastball up. So that was the first hit of the game for the Western Nebraska Pioneers, a Cade McGee double, as Nolan Meredith will have to deal with a runner in scoring position for the first time today. McGee has now been on both times after he was hit by a pitch in the first inning. The 1-0 delivery to Zerfus, off speed, low and away ball 2. Zerfus, a line drive double that got over the center fielder Tyler Push's head in the game last night. Flew out to center his first time tonight, and he swings and misses at that 2-0 pitch. 2 balls and a strike. It'll be Jake English on deck, followed by Jared Mazzaferro. As the Pioneers look to get on the scoreboard here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Cade McGee, not too big of a lead off second base. Zerfus digs back into the box. The 2-1 delivery from Meredith. And a good swing there from Zerfus as he just fouls that one off. Antonio, this is the first time the Pioneers have seen Nolan Meredith. What are your thoughts on him early in this game?
Yeah, he's competing in the zone, getting a lot of called strikes, competing in the zone, forcing a lot of weak contact. So hopefully, second time through the lineup here, we can get to him.
He has certainly done a nice job so far. This delivery, check swing. He did not go. Cade McGee is on his way to third base. Third baseman didn't cover on that one, although McGee had it stolen easily once that ball had gotten away. Scored that a wild pitch. And the Pioneers have by far their best scoring opportunity of the game. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no one out. The runner on third base, and they've got their 3-hitter Alex Zerfus, who's been an RBI machine, up. The 3-2 delivery, fouled off. And we'll do it again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. We have an update out of Pierre. Spearfish leading that game 4-2. As the Spearfish look to hold on to their half-a-game lead as that pitch was close but misses. And for the first time today, the Pioneers have 2 runners on. There's nobody out as Zerfus draws the walk there, and that will bring up Jake English, who flew out to center field his first time up. Runners on the corner here for Jake English, of course from the University of Kansas. Jake English comes into today hitting .317 on the season, 23 RBIs. Also drawn 27 walks, someone pitchers don't really want much to do with. Big presence in that lineup as he takes an off-speed pitch down, 1 ball and no strikes. Yeah, pickoff attempt there, tries to get Zerfus, but he's not going anywhere. As Meredith get back on the mound, down in the count, 1 ball and no strikes. Jake English to be followed by Jared Mazzaferro and Jonathan Simrot in the inning. And a big swing from Jake English, and he fouls that one off. 1 ball and a strike. English comes into the game with a .453 on-base percentage, and that's really a pattern for this Pioneers team. Regardless of batting averages, this team gets on base a lot. We saw it a lot in Game 1 of the series, where they had 20 different men reach base throughout that game, 14 via the hit. And although they're down 7-0, a lead never feels too big for the Pioneers to overcome, as they've done it several times this season. Meredith gets set for the 1-1 to Jake English. That off-speed pitch is going to miss a little bit down. 2 balls and a strike. Take a look at Jake English's spray chart. He is a dead pull hitter. Has 1 base hit to the opposite field this season. Someone that really likes to attack fastballs and drive it down the line. He's been very successful all year. But a nice curveball there from Meredith, and the count's even at 2. English has 6 extra base hits on the season. Had the first Pioneers home run of the season. That was game 2 on May 26th against the Casper Horseheads. And he takes a big swing and a miss on a curveball in the dirt. And there's 1 down for the Pioneers here, a big out for Nolan Meredith. That's 4 strikeouts so far in this one. English unable to get it done there. That is going to bring up Jared Mazzaferro. Jared flied out to center field his first time up. As he'll look to get the Pioneers on the board. Jonathan Simrot due up next in this inning. Pioneers have had first and third a couple of times yesterday, hit into double plays both times. Mazzaferro will look to get something into the outfield here. Pioneers could certainly use a run. And a great swing there from Mazzaferro. He just gets under that a little bit. And he fouls that off towards the military base. No balls and a strike. Mazzaferro has been one of the best hitters on this team since he came up, and he's done it quietly. It just seems like every day you see him on base 2 to 3 times, as he never gets cheated up there at the plate. Ground ball left side, Baskin's over. He's going to make the throw all the way to first, and he's safe. Mazzaferro beats it out, and the Pioneers are on the scoreboard. It's 7-1. An infield single for Mazzaferro, chopped that one into the hole. He smelled the base hit the whole way. A great play by the Fremont shortstop, Austin Baskin, but the throw was not in time, and the Pioneers are on the board. It is 7-1, as Cade McGee will come home and score. That play moved Alex Zerfis to second base. And a hustle play there from Mazzaferro, and the Pioneers will certainly take it. And Simrot first pitch ground ball back to Baskin, bobbled a bit. He's going to throw to first. That throw is up, and it takes the first baseman E.J. Taylor off the bag. So after some defensive misplays from the Pioneers the last inning, Fremont having a tough time now. Pioneers will certainly take that, score that an E6. And just like that, the bases are loaded with only 1 out. That's going to bring Tyler Davis to the plate, as the Fremont infield meets with their starter Nolan Meredith on the mound. They're going to have a team meeting. That play moved Zerfis over to third, Mazzaferro to second, as Simrot reaches on the E6. Antonio, another hustle play there, just putting pressure on the defense. Something this Pioneers team has done all year. Is that something that you've preached to them, or do they come in with that sort of mentality?
Yeah, obviously, you got a better chance of getting on base when you put balls in play. And that comes with the, being aggressive early in counts, not burying yourself in counts like we talked about a little bit. So, a lot of these fields we play aren't the easiest to take ground balls on, but just putting pressure on the defense, and good stuff happens.
Good stuff has happened in this inning for the Pioneers as they look to do serious damage and get back into this game. Tyler Davis takes ball 1 upstairs. Davis comes into this plate appearances with 22 RBIs on the year. He has 4 home runs. 2 of them have been hit in front of the home crowd, 2 on the road. As the Pioneers have a real chance to get back into this game, as that ball's grounded again in the hole. There's Baskin. He'll go to third, and he'll get the force out there. So a smart play from Baskin, who had no chance of doubling up with speedy Tyler Davis. The Pioneers will score another run on that play, as that chased Alex Zerfis home, erased Jared Mazzaferro off the bag. So a smart play from the shortstop Baskin after the error. Tyler Davis reaches, that's a fielder's choice and an RBI. And the Pioneers have now made it a 7-2 Fremont lead. They're not done yet. Here's Brian Webb, takes a big swing and comes up empty there. No balls and a strike. Well, you were saying earlier, Antonio, when you're down 5 or 6 runs, all you can do is chip away. It's exactly what the Pioneers are doing in this inning. They've had really good at-bats working up Nolan Meredith's pitch count, as Webb looks to do some damage here. That ball's hit into left center. This one's going to be playable for the left fielder, Darian Morphew. He puts that one away, no problem. But the Pioneers were able to put 2 runs across. They trail 7-2 as Fremont will come up to take their at-bats in the top of the 5th. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
At Team GMC, we promise you cannot buy the wrong vehicle. We want our customers to feel confident in their purchase decision. Most vehicles come with a 7-day, 500-mile, no-questions-asked guarantee. That's right. Most vehicle purchases come with a 7-day, 500-mile, no-questions-asked guarantee. Team GMC. No games, no gimmicks. You just can't buy the wrong vehicle. Team GMC in Scottsbluff. Shop online right now at teamautocenter.net. GMC. We are professional grade.
Byers Realty has been helping people in the community find their dream home since 1994. If you're looking to buy or sell your home, our friendly team will put in the work to reach the finish line. We also do property management for buildings in Scottsbluff, Gearing, and beyond. You can find an extensive list of our properties by visiting our website at callbuyersrealty.com or visit us at our Scottsbluff offices on Avenue B, next to Bumper to Bumper. Panhandle's best, Byers Realty. Community strong, community proud. We have what you're looking for.
There's no greater wealth than peace of mind. This is Alexa Dullinger with Pinnacle Bank in Mitchell. Our customer security has always been a top priority, which is why we are pleased to offer our free card control app, giving our customers more security, control, and peace of mind. With our free card control app, you can turn your cards on and off right from your phone, define when, where, and how your debit and credit cards can be used. Card control sends alerts and notifications right to your phone. To find out more, give us a call or stop by today. Pinnacle Bank, member FDIC.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium as we have a pitching change. After 4 innings from Luke Short, it is going to be Jack Lewis Miller, known here as JL, in for the game for the Pioneers. We'll take a look at his stats on the season. A 1-1 record, 5.50 ERA in 11 games. This is his 12th time coming out of the pen. He does have a save in 18 innings, has struck out 27, and has only allowed 11 walks. Antonio, Jack Lewis Miller, a.k.a. JL, just another good piece in that bullpen that you can go to in the playoffs. How big of a role is he going to have next week?
Absolutely. So JL's been on the sideline for a little bit, nursing a little injury, but this is his first time back, and we're really excited to have him back, ready to go for the playoffs. He is another big Bay Area arm that grew up playing with my brother, actually. So I'm really excited to see him back on the mound.
First pitch of the inning, a fastball low and inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Jack Lewis Miller, his last appearance was back on July 10th against the Big Sticks, the game that the Pioneers dropped 6-4. It was his only loss of the season. As he gets a swing and a miss there, he went 1 inning and gave up a couple of earned runs. But he is a great piece in that bullpen. He can certainly give you a couple innings when needed. And he has not gone an outing all season without a strikeout. So he is someone that you do not want to face with 2 strikes. And he gets another swing and a miss there, 1 ball and 2 strikes. It is the 5-hitter Jack Simonson. Simonson flew out to Alex Zerfus down the right field line his first time up and then struck out swinging in the 3rd. And the 1-2 pitch from Miller, an off-speed pitch, a good one, but that one misses down. Have another update in the Spearfish game. They now lead the Pier Trappers 6-2. If Spearfish can hold on to that game, they will guarantee another day in first place in the standings in the Clark division. As that pitch misses down, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Antonio, after clinching in the first half, does it take real effort on the part of the coaches and the players to show up to the ballpark and think every game really matters? As Miller gets the strikeout on a dirty off-speed pitch there, 1 out.
You know, with some groups I think that's the case, but we got a great group of kids who just love coming to the yard every day and playing baseball. So the effort's been there for us. Made it really easy on our coaching staff to bring in such a great group of kids who get along so well and just, love playing baseball. We got great leaders on our team like Cade and Tyler Davis and Eric Smelko that, keep the energy, and JT Waldman, keep it up and, assist in bringing energy to the field every day. But no, I don't think we've had to deal with any, lack of energy after winning the first half.
Morphew shows bunt but takes ball one there. Certainly one of the Pioneers' strong suits is great team chemistry over in that dugout. Antonio, this is now your third year being involved in the Expedition League. Have you ever had a team that's gotten along better than these guys do? As this ball is flying out to center field, Eric Smelko under it, as this will be the second out of the inning.
You know, it's obviously different as a player than it is a coach, so I don't obviously, hang out with the guys when we're not at the yard as much, but I had a great group in 2018. I had a lot of fun, and it was a great group of guys, and obviously when the team chemistry is that great, the outcomes turn to be greater. Obviously, we won the championship, and this year we got another great team, and our record shows that we've been able to play really well, and I think that has a ton to do with how much these guys get along with each other.
Curveball there from Miller, and he picks off the outside corner with that curveball. No balls and a strike. Miller back, ready to deal the 0-1. Another off-speed pitch, low and away. Seems to be working Austin Baskin, the shortstop, backwards a little bit here. A couple off-speed pitches to start off the at-bat. Baskin struck out looking against Luke Short back in the first, and then into a fielder's choice, and then would wind up scoring a run in the third as he chops that one towards the Pioneers dugout. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So after the Pioneers were unable to get a 1-2-3 inning in last night's game, they got one out of Luke Short in the top of the 4th inning. And now J.L. Miller with a real chance to get a second one in consecutive innings. Antonio, after down 7-0, you score a couple runs. How big would it be to get a 1-2-3 inning and get the guys right back up at the plate again?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Like I said earlier, all you got to do is 1 or 2 runs an inning, have your bullpen throw up some zeros, you'll find yourself back in the ball game with a chance to win the game late. All we can hope for now down like this in this game is get the tying run to the dish at some point in the game, and hopefully someone on our team, clutches up and gets that big hit for us.
As the 2-2 is grounded over to the shortstop, Mazzaferro. Chance to get out of this one, 1-2-3. The throw is a bit high, but Simrat makes a nice stretch, able to stay on the bag. And that'll do it for us here in the top of the 5th inning. When we come back, the Pioneers are due up. They trail 7-2. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
Good luck, Western Nebraska Pioneers, from the A. Elliott Law Office. A. Elliott Law is located at the Railway Office Plaza on the corner of Railway Street and Avenue B in Scottsbluff, Suite C110. Needing legal counsel for criminal law, juvenile law, real estate, estate planning, probate and domestic, and family law? Call Audrey Long today for an appointment. 633-5294. A. Elliott Law supports the Western Nebraska Pioneers.
In certain life situations, a home equity loan can be a good idea. For most of us, our homes are our most valuable asset, an asset that can be used to help finance an education, unexpected medical expenses, or any other good reason. We make home equity loans. Stop by and see us. We're an equal housing lender. First State Bank, member FDIC. We're big on you.
We're big on you.
Prescription products require an online consultation. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information.
My husband's ED was affecting our marriage. HIMS was our answer. HIMS connected my husband with a licensed provider online. He got medication to treat his ED at a fraction of the price of the name brand, delivered right to our door. Thanks to HIMS, we got our intimacy and our marriage back.
Right now, get your first online provider's visit free when you go to forhims.com/joy. FORHIMS.com/JOY.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB. It's the starter Nolan Meredith back out there again for Fremont. He has gone 4 innings, given up only 2 runs. And let's see, he's got 5 strikeouts so far in this game. 4 strikeouts, rather. It'll be Antonio Nanez on the top of the order. Eric Smelko and Cade McGee due up in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Antonio Nanez drew his 10th walk of the season his last time up as he takes ball 1 there. 1 ball and no strikes. Nanez, just a great guy to have at the bottom of the order, someone who you know is going to get on base for you a lot. And tough call there from the umpire, but that's going to be strike 1 on the outside corner. Yanez didn't like that one too much. He'll get back in the box here. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the delivery from Meredith. And that ball's drilled into center field. And all this kid does is get on base, Antonio. That is the 4th consecutive game he started getting on base multiple times. This is someone that could easily be batting in the leadoff spot, but having him in the 9 hole with Smelko coming up after him is really deadly. Did you have him in the 9 hole on purpose for that reason?
Obviously, I like to turn the order over to Smelko with some, production in that hole. That's why you've seen Mazzaferro there a lot. And now Antonio and Kellen and Maz kind of rotate in that 9 hole. But yeah, it's been great seeing so much production from the 9 hole to turn it over to Smelko McGee to hopefully do some damage.
We'll bring up Pioneers, one of the Pioneers' best hitters in Eric Smelko. He's taken a rare 0 for 2 so far, although he got tough luck with a line out last time as he flies that first pitch into right field. But it's relatively routine for the right fielder, Jack Simonson, 1 down. Eric Smelko, of course, lined into that double play 2 innings ago, to shortstop, and Antonio Yanez was doubled off first base. Last night, Eric Smelko ran into similar misfortune as with a runner on second base. He had a shot back at the pitcher, and it was caught. Almost just a defensive play just to throw the glove up. So 2 tough double plays Smelko's hit into the last couple of days as he starts this one 0 for 3. Bring up Cade McGee. He doubled the Pioneers' first hit his last time up. Also came around and scored the first run of the game for the Pios as he drills this one in right center field. That's going to chase Simonson over, but he makes the grab. A nice piece of hitting there from Cade McGee. Looked like that ball had a chance to get into the gap. But Simonson with a great jump right off of contact getting over to it. And Meredith has 2 down and only 1 on. That'll bring up Alex Zerfis to the plate. We have an update of the Spearfish game. After it was 6-2, the Pure Trappers hit a home run. Made that game 6-3 as the pickoff attempt is no good from Nolan Meredith. At the end of the season, these are must-win games for both Spearfish and Fremont. Fremont's been playing like they want to stay in it the past couple of days. They lead 7-2. Pioneers certainly have time to come back into this one now, as Zerfis takes you off speed, pitch down, 1 ball and no strikes. Antonio, one of the benefits of clinching the playoffs in the first half is knowing that you have home field advantage for the first round of the playoffs. How big do you think that could turn out to be if there is a Game 3 having it be in front of the home crowd?
Yeah, most places home field advantage might not come into a huge play, but getting to play in front of these fans, I know our guys get fired up when the crowds are full, and I'm sure it's going to be a packed house on Tuesday.
1-1 pitch is taken for a strike there, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Pioneers will either make the bus trip east to Fremont if they're able to secure the Clark Division, or they will go to South Dakota to take on Spearfish. Pioneers lost 2 out of 3 in the series against Spearfish earlier in the season. That was to end the first half as Alex Zerfis fouls off that pitch, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
It's nice not having a scoreboard watch, though, to makes it a little easier up here.
It's really nice. It's got to be tough for Fremont knowing that your destiny is not in your own hands, as they're completely reliant on Spearfish. As that line drive off the bat of Alex Zerfis is caught by the second baseman Dylan Sears, and that's going to do it for us after 5 innings. Pioneers still trail 7-2. You're listening to Pios Baseball on KNEB.
At Monument Physical Therapy, their purpose is to find the root of your problem, not to chase your symptoms. Disc and nerve pain, sports and work injuries, musculoskeletal disorders, and dizziness or balance issues are all very common, but you don't need to live with them. Monument Physical Therapy uses the most current, evidence-based, and board-certified orthopedic standards of care. Don't let months go by before getting to the source of your pain. Call them today at 308-633-5361 or visit them on Facebook.
It's harvest time in western Nebraska. This is Brian from Dooley Oil, located at 2475 10th Street in Geary. We have a total of 5 locations to serve you in Wyoming, Nebraska, and Colorado. We have engine, hydraulic, and drip oil, as well as grease in stock and on hand. Our drip oil and Blue Ribbon Depth comes in a variety of sizes, from 2.5-gallon jugs to totes, and we deliver for all your ag, commercial, lubricants, and fuel needs. Trust the folks at Dooley Oil. Thank you for your patronage. Dooley Oil, committed to you.
Hi, this is Dalton Krug, intern from Box Butte General Hospital. Staying up to date on immunizations is important for preventing serious diseases like measles, cancers caused by HPV, and whooping cough, just to name a few. August is Immunization Awareness Month and a great time to get you and your children caught up on immunizations. Help keep you and your children safe from serious diseases and infections. Schedule a wellness visit today to discuss getting your child immunized before heading back to school.
Box Butte General Hospital. Great things are happening here.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Pios Baseball. You're listening on KNEB. I'm Jared Brecker, alongside with Pioneers head coach Antonio Garcia as we begin play in the top of the 6th inning. J.L. Miller came in and did a great job last inning setting down those Fremont hitters. We have a pitching change. It'll be number 26, Jaden Thomas from Yakima Valley College, originally from Pearl City in Hawaii. As we'll take a look at Jaden Thomas's numbers on the season. 0-1, 12.27 ERA in 10 games. This will be his 11th outing. In 14 2/3 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts, 7 walks. The hits have been an issue for him, 24 hits in 14 2/3, as he looks to rebound tonight against a very good Fremont offense. His last time out was against the Canyon County Spuds on July 31st, a game that the Pioneers won 8-6. He went 2 innings. So as we begin play in the top half of the 6th inning, it's going to be Peyton Leeper, Trey Nichols, and then back to the top of the order with Tyler Push. Leeper, after his home run last night, has followed that up with a 1-for-2 effort so far today. Singled and scored a run back in the 2nd inning. Then reached on a throwing error in the 3rd, was stranded at first base. As the first pitch is right over the plate to Peyton Leeper, it's no balls and a strike. Thomas back in his motion as he sets some deals. That pitch is hit in the air to right field, pretty well hit, but it's right over there by the right fielder Alex Zerfus, who will put it away and make that 8 straight batters retired by this Pioneers staff, as the bullpen's doing a great job so far at keeping this game as close as possible. Scored that in F9. That'll bring up Trey Nichols, the catcher, to the plate. Trey flew out to the left fielder Brian Webb in the 2nd inning, reached on a fielder's choice, and was also credited with an RBI in the 3rd. He'll get his 3rd at-bat here as he looks to do some damage. And the first pitch ripped into left field. That's going to be a base hit. Webb gets to it quickly. He'll throw that one in, and he'll limit it to a single. But a first pitch base hit for Trey Nichols. And the move back with a runner on base. And after 8 straight retired from the Pioneers, Trey Nichols shoots one down the left field line. And that'll bring up the top of the order Tyler Push with 1 on and 1 out. Jaden Thomas been with this team for a while now. His first official outing with the team came back on June 16th against Casper, won a shutout inning that day. And he has been used with relative consistency since then. As he looks to get a double play ball here. That pitch is inside, and that's going to get Push. So there's a hit by pitch from Jaden Thomas, and all of a sudden Fremont on 2 pitches has put 2 runners on base. And that's going to bring up Dylan Sears to the plate. Also move Trey Nichols over to second base. Dylan Sears reached on an error back in the 1st inning and would score. Reached first base and was stranded there in the 2nd and popped out to the shortstop, Jared Mazzaferro. He's getting his 4th at-bat here in the 6th inning, as the Pioneers could certainly use a ground ball in this situation. First pitch from Thomas on its way, and that ball's fouled right over the netting and out of play. No balls and a strike. Alex Zerfus may be in a couple steps as he'll look to keep a runner on 3rd base or throw him out on a base hit to the outfield. Eric Smelko playing in straightaway center field, and Ryan Webb not too deep either in left field. No balls and a strike. Here comes the pitch to Sears. And it's low and outside. Jaden Thomas certainly giving a lot of looks over to second base with Trey Nichols. Just as we saw Luke Short give him a lot of attention, a lot more attention here as well from Jaden Thomas. We mentioned in yesterday's game, Tyler Davis, catcher for the Pioneers, has been very successful on the bases this year. Not something you don't typically worry about catchers on the bases, as that pitch misses outside, 2 balls and a strike to Sears. Thomas back into his motion. The 2-1 delivery. That ball's ground ball right side. Nanez is there, slides, great play, goes to throw to second, thinks better of it and makes the play at first base. That was a great play there from Antonio Nanez, who's really just been so solid in the middle infield ever since he came to the Pioneers organization. Thought he might have had a play off second base, but a nice job hustling from the catcher, Trey Nichols there. Thought better of it. The Move will now have runners on second and third and 2 out, and certainly someone to be careful on AJ Taylor here. Antonio with the base open at first base. You want to pitch around DJ Taylor here, or with Luke White on deck, do you have to go right after him?
With 2 outs, right now I'm just focused on Jaden making his best pitch. If he ends up on first base, then so be it. But he's just out there, trying to make his best pitch and get us out of sitting. Not necessarily having to pitch around him. Just trying to make pitches, make sure he's got his best stuff, and just try not to get beat over the plate.
AJ Taylor, relatively patient hitter, has 35 walks. Really just jumps out at you, as we mentioned before, at .527 on base percentage. This is someone you can count on being on base several times throughout the course of the game, as he takes a big swing and a miss at the fastball there, no balls and a strike. Taylor singled and scored back in the first inning, had an RBI fielder's choice in the second, struck out against Luke Short in the fourth. Off-speed pitch there. A little bit too high, 1 ball and a strike. Of course, Luke White on deck, who's just killed the Pioneers all series long, has continued that today, going 2 for 3. He's got 2 RBIs, including a home run. Someone who really hits lefties well, doesn't have a lefty to face in this inning now, as that fastball is called strike 2, to the dismay of EJ Taylor. Might have thought that pitch was up. That's been called all night. As Thomas will certainly take that. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitched him backwards a little bit, going off speed early in the count. Fastball there. We'll see what he comes with here. 1-2, first base open. Pioneers playing straight up. Off speed pitch, not a bad spot.
Yeah, that's Taylor, a great pitch there.
Great pitch, especially 1-2, trying to get Taylor to chase. But for someone who's a power hitter, does a really good job laying off those pitches. And that's why he's been so successful this season. As the Pioneers crowd gets into it here, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. The delivery from Thomas to Taylor. Fouled off, we're going to do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Man, do I love me some Western Nebraska Thunder.
Our PA guy, Bill Sheffield, likes to get the crowd into it with 2 strikes and 2 outs in an inning. Antonio, is that something the players tend to thrive off of on the field when they hear the crowd getting into it that much?
Oh, yeah, no. Same thing with just the crowd energy throughout the game is different here than it is most places, and that definitely adds to it.
2-2 here from Thomas. Check swing. Looked like a changeup, a really good spot there from Thomas, but Taylor just so strong, able to hold the bat back. He didn't go around a full count, and that's something you can afford to do with the runner with the base open at first base. I think Thomas has done a pretty good job pitching Taylor so far, as he'll have 1 more chance to put him away. Mazzaferro.
Don't give in here, best pitch.
Here comes the delivery. That ball's hit deep down the right field line. It's going to get foul. Zerfis chases it, but he had no chance of playing too far in the gaps to get to that one. We're going to do it again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Thomas continuing to go after him with the base empty. Certainly some aggressive pitching there from Thomas as he looks to get the Pioneers out of a jam and back up at the plate. Here in the top of the 6th inning, Pioneers still trail by 5. We're going to do the 3-2 pitch again. Here we go. That fastball misses low, and the bases are loaded. So certainly not the worst possible outcome, but a big threat coming up to the plate in Luke White. Someone you certainly wish you could pitch around as well. Unfortunately, Thomas is not going to have that luxury this time. With the bases loaded, 2 out, this at-bat could really make or break this game for Fremont, who really could use some insurance runs here against the Pioneers team that we know can score a lot of runs as the game heads towards a close. We have Trey Nichols on third base, Tyler Push at second, E.J. Taylor now on first after the walk. First pitch to him, big swing, that ball's foul tipped into the glove of catcher Jake English. No balls and a strike, so a big strike one there from Thomas, as he's done a good job getting ahead of hitters. No action in the Pioneers bullpen, so this is certainly Thomas's inning to get out of. No action in the Fremont pen either. And an off-speed pitch there, and White's able to spit on it. The count's even at 1. Infield will certainly try to knock any ground ball that's headed towards the hole down. Push with great speed on second base. And that pitch is hopped up. That's going to get out of play behind home plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Thomas has gotten both strikes here on a fastball, sandwiched by an off-speed pitch that was laid off. Pioneers look to get out of this inning. It'd be 3 straight scoreless innings if they're able to. 1-2 pitch, Thomas into his wind. His deal, that ball's hit high to left. Webb is back, he's on the warning track. Is he gonna have room? And he catches it up against the fence. Luke White making a bid for his 3rd home run of the series and a grand slam. But Brian Webb ranges back, makes a great play at the wall. And Jaden Thomas is able to escape trouble in the top of the 6th inning. We're going to take a short break. You're to listen to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
This time of year, fairs, festivals, fireworks, and food bring us together as a community. This is Doug Kaus, commercial lender and Nebraska market president at Western States Bank. As a bank, we've been part of this community for over 3 decades. Whether you've lived here your whole life or just arrived, we invite you to stop in and meet with one of our lenders. We're here to help you succeed and reach your dreams. As a community, we truly are better together.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 459287.
Wonderful warmer weather, sunshine, and blue skies bring new life, growth, and so much beauty along with it. Get out and make new memories this summer. Enjoy the great outdoor activities available to us right outside our back door, including walking, biking, hiking, running, fishing, camping, and more. Take time this summer to enjoy all the good life has to offer in the Panhandle of Nebraska. And remember to wear sunscreen. This message is brought to you by Prime Metal Products.
When out in the fields, always remember to be safe around electricity and power lines. Whether it's during planting, irrigation, or harvest, don't move equipment on windy days or touch anything that is contacting a power line. Keep water away from power lines. Make sure wire is grounded properly, and don't be in the field during lightning. Chimney Rock and Roosevelt Public Power Districts would like to thank our farmers for feeding the world, pray for a bountiful harvest, and remind you to stay safe. Chimney Rock and Roosevelt Public Power Districts, your Touchstone Energy partners.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Pioneers are back up at the plate. They're going to have cleanup hitter Jake English leading off, followed by Jared Mazzaferro and Jonathan Simrot at the bottom half of the 6th inning. Pioneers bullpen, Antonio, as you were saying earlier, their job in games like this is just to come in and keep it close. It's exactly what they've done. Hopefully now the bats can get it going and get some more runs on the board.
Yeah, the bullpen's done their job so far, so we need to scratch a couple across here. If we can get 2 here, we got 3 more chances to get the tying run to the dish somehow, some way, and hope somebody comes up with a big hit.
Pioneers have thrived at home. The first game of the season all the way back on May 25th against Casper. They dropped that game. After that, they then won 15 straight at home. One of the best home teams in all of the Expedition League, and that is certainly a credit to our fans and the players who have just thrived at home this season. First pitch of the inning from Nolan Meredith, who's back out. There's an off-speed pitch. Spit on by Jake English, 1 ball and no strikes. Meredith has been very efficient so far, going 5 innings, only allowed a couple runs. Has a nice off-speed pitch at a similar location, but he'll get the call that time. 1 ball and a strike. Fremont is out, hit the Pioneers 9-3, but the Pioneers have had some decent contact the last couple of innings. As that one's chopped to third base, that's going to be a tough play. In for a leaper, and he's just going to put it in his pocket. And the catcher, Jake English, with an infield hit. Take him any way you can get him. And just what the doctor ordered to start the inning for the Pioneers, the leadoff man is on. And Jake English showing off the wheels there. That'll bring up Jared Mazzaferro with a runner on and no out.
Great swing, Jake.
Hey, you'll take it.
Take him any way you can. Every hit counts.
It's a line drive in the box score.
Exactly.
That'll bring up Mazzaferro. 1 for 2 in the game. Had an RBI infield single his last time out on another hustle play. As it's going to be hard to find a team that's going to out-hustle the Pioneers. They're always busting out of the box. As Mazzaferro will look to keep this inning going. He takes ball 1 low. Mazzaferro, then it'll be Jonathan Simrot. And assuming no double plays are hit, Tyler Davis would then be due up in this inning. Meredith back into his motion. 1 ball, no strikes, runner on first and the pitch. Big swing from Mazzaferro on that fastball up. Not a bad hack. That one goes out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mazzaferro, as we mentioned earlier, now going to the University of Washington from Maloney Junior College. And certainly a testament to all of his hard work and to just a phenomenal summer ball season that he's had, where he's really been one of the leaders on this Pioneers team. 1-1 pitch is fouled off again, 1 ball and 2 strikes. We'll look at some scores around the league right now. Spearfish still leads the Pier Trappers. Wheat City Whiskey Jacks 3, Sioux Falls Sunfish nothing. That game's in the 7th inning. And the Source Valley Saber Dogs look to complete the sweep over the Casper Horseheads. And they do, as we have a final in that game, 2-0, as Mazzaferro lines that one down the right field line, just foul. As that ball just sliced down the right field line. Looks like it could have been an extra base hit off the bat. And a late swing there from Mazzaferro. Great job staying alive. That's another thing that this Pioneers team has done so well, Antonio. They have the least amount of strikeouts in the league. Their pitchers have struck out the most amount of guys in the league. And as you said earlier, good things are going to happen when you put the ball in play, and good things have certainly happened for this Pioneers lineup. Is that something you guys have worked on, or is that something a lot of these players just came in with that sort of skill set?
Yeah, most of these guys come in with the skill set. Sneak through.
As that pitch, bit of a miss hit over to the first baseman, Taylor, as he tosses it over to Meredith for first out. That'll move English up to second base.
But yeah, it's just a skill most of these guys have coming in.
That'll bring up Jonathan Simrot to the plate. Jonathan Simrot struck out his first time up, reached on an error by the shortstop Baskin his last time. Another University of Kansas kid. As with the runner on scoring position and only 1 down, the Pioneers will look to put up at least 1 run this inning. And the first pitch from Meredith. Another big swing. We're seeing some big hacks in this inning on the fastballs up. That one's put out of play, though. No balls and a strike to Simrot. Meredith has done a great job all day of getting ahead in the count, whether that be with the fastball or with the off-speed. He's had great control of both today. And a good off-speed pitch there gets the corner. Borderline pitch right there. Meredith will certainly take it, and that's going to put Jonathan Simrot in a hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Tyler Davis waiting on deck. Meredith gets sets for the 0-2 delivery. Nice off-speed pitch put in play. That's looped out towards second base. Sears goes out, and he'll make the play as Simonson gives way. And there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So it'll be up to Tyler Davis for the Pioneers to hopefully get a run across. Tyler Davis struck out looking in the 2nd, had an RBI fielder's choice his last time up. Tyler's been one of the best hitters at home in the Expedition League this season, hitting over 350 at home. Has certainly enjoyed hitting in front of this home crowd, as so many other of his teammates have. We got 2 down and runner on second base. Meredith looking to get through the 6th inning. In the 5th time this season he's done that. As we get started, first pitch, a great off-speed pitch. And that one's going to get the inside corner, no balls, and a strike. Tyler Davis, someone who takes a lot of big hacks. He's not going to get cheated at the plate, but really does a nice job shortening up with 2 strikes and putting the ball in play. As the 0-1 pitch is drilled up the middle, that's going to be a base hit. English is rounding. The throw home from Push is way offline. That one gets away. The run scores. Tyler Davis on his way to second base. And the Pioneers have made it a 7-3 game. Tyler Davis with a seed up the middle. That's what the Pioneers needed there. As a throw from Tyler Push all the way up the first base line. So score that, an RBI single and an E8, moving Tyler Davis up to second base. As the Pioneers will keep a runner in scoring position, it's up to Brian Webb now.
Next Pios batter from Grand Canyon University, Brian Webb.
Come on, Webby.
First pitch to Webb as that ball's hit high up. This should be caught. Who's going to catch this one? And it gets down! It gets down, and Webb is going to go into second base. A gift double for the Pioneers. Unbelievable. The left fielder Morphew, the center fielder Push, the third baseman Leaper, the shortstop Baskin all went out to make that play, and all 4 of them just watched that ball fall in between them. And Brian Webb could not have placed that ball any better. And just like that, the Pioneers have made it a 7-4 game. So don't count the Pioneers out yet, trailing 7-0 after the 3rd inning. They now have the tying run on deck, and that'll bring up Antonio Nanez, who takes a first pitch curveball for strike 1.
A little Bermuda Triangle action, as we call it.
Absolutely. Bermuda Square, if anything. As all of them looked like had a chance to make that play, and none of them just did. And a dirty off-speed pitch there gets Nanya swinging 0-2. So that'll be an RBI for Webb and an extra base hit, as he was able to chase Tyler Davis home. So the Pioneers have now put up 2 runs in each of the last 2 innings, or rather 2 runs in each of the last 3 innings, sandwiched by no runs in the 5th. They're not done yet. Nanya is hoping to keep going. And a dirty pitch from Meredith is going to turn the Pioneers away. But the Pioneers getting 2 runs back. This game is far from over. We are through 6 innings. It's Fremont 7, the Pioneers 4. You're listening to Pios Baseball on KNEB.
Fender bender, hailstorm, couldn't stop on the ice in time. After everyone is safe, Scottsbluff Body and Paint should be the first call you make. There isn't a better shop in the area. Our highly skilled team is experienced at performing all auto body repair and paint jobs. Stop by anytime and speak to one of our technicians, and we'll do a full inspection to show you just how little our repair services will cost you. Our work is not complete until your car is safe and you're on the road again. Call today, Scottsbluff Body and Paint, 225-6408. Now is the time to get all your school spirit gear, and the place to get everything you need is Logos in Gearing. School spirit is what they do at Logos. Whether you're a bulldog, a bearcat, or a tiger, they've got everything you need, from sweats to hats and, of course, t-shirts and sweatshirts. Need something for the entire team? Stop into Logos, and the guys will custom design it, print it, and have it ready for the game. There is no job too big or small for Logos. Logos in downtown Gearing.
Covering your field is only the beginning. At Dynas Irrigation, we hold ourselves to a higher standard, which means you'll get the best products for the best price with the best service. Whether purchasing a new Renke irrigation system or stocking up on repair parts, we assure that each product that leaves our facility is 100% Renke certified. From Rain Cloud Precision Technology to the Renke Navigator GPS system to factory-trained service professionals, count on Dynas Irrigation for innovative solutions to maximize your field's productivity season after season. That's 100% Renke certified.
KNEB 960 AM, and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back in. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB. Jared Brecker here, joined by Pioneers head coach Antonio Garcia. Antonio, you saw your team trail 7-0 after the third inning. It's now a 7-4 game. What do you have to say about them fighting back so hard in this one?
Yeah, I'm loving seeing the fight in our guys this late in the season. I know guys are tired, but they continue to want to win and fight for us. And like we talked about earlier, this is exactly what we need to do. We need to keep chipping away. If we can throw up another 0, we got a real good chance to get the tying run on the plate. Someone have a big at bat for us, and we'll right back in it.
Certainly a lot of credit to the bullpen that's thrown 3 shutout innings thus far. As the first pitch from Thomas, and not a good start for the Pioneers as that ball is ripped to right field off the bat of Jack Simonson, and he leads off the inning with a single. So Fremont left the bases loaded in the last inning. Luke White missing a grand slam by about 5 feet as the Fremont Moo will look to add to their lead now. They've seen their lead go from 7-3. And the first pitch misses down to Darian Morphew, 1 ball and no strikes. Updating the Spearfish game, Spearfish 7, Trappers 4. We'll keep you updated there as Fremont will certainly be looking up at the scoreboard, checking on them as that fastball from Thomas misses outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Darian Morphew. Morphew's 2 for 3 in this game after taking an 0 for 5 last night. Has singled twice, also scored a run. And that pitch, nice swing there, fouled right back. Thomas is back in this at bat, 2 balls and a strike. Infield at double play depth. Outfield relatively straight up.
Keith got tired of my skull cap. It must be too tight on him. He's rocking the Gateway Geckos.
And that pitch is ripped into right center field. That's going to get down. It could go all the way to the wall. Smelko cuts it off. He's going to get that ball in. Throw into Nanez, not in time. And the Fremont Moo banging on the door in the 6th inning, or in the 7th inning rather. They have 2nd and 3rd, 2 out. Darian Morphew, have yourself a day. That's his 3rd hit. After singling twice, he now adds a double to the day. And just like that, Fremont threatening again. That's going to bring up Austin Baskin, the shortstop. After a 3-hit effort last night, Baskin's gone 0 for 3 in this one. Did reach on a fielder's choice and scored a run back in the 3rd inning. And as this game is in the 7th inning, Pioneers trail 3. They're going to bring the infield in here, as Jaden Thomas will look to get either a strikeout or at least keep the ball on the ground. First pitch on the ground, but in the worst spot as it gets right under the glove of Thomas. That's going to score 1. In comes Morphew. And the Fremont Moo immediately get 2 of those runs back. And a tough break for the Pioneers. Jaden Thomas almost making that play as it got just under his glove. That's a 2-run single for Austin Baskin. And certainly a tough break for the Pioneers as it is now a 9-4 game. Brought Simonson and Morphew home. And it's now going to be up to Peyton Leeper to keep the inning going, and he fouls that one off to the left side, 0-1.
Missouri State University, Peyton Leeper.
That makes 12 hits for the Moo. In the 7th inning, they've put up 9 runs, as they have just taken great at-bats each of the last couple nights. Been laying off some close pitches out of the zone, waiting for them to get theirs and attacking them. Jaden Thomas will try to limit the damage, though, and he gets a swing and a miss there. No balls and 2 strikes to Leeper.
Top of this, my Cowboys are going to be 0-1 in the preseason.
At least it's only preseason. I don't think my New York Giants are going to be doing much better this year, but we'll certainly see. No balls and 2 strikes. Pitch from Thomas. That misses way up, as Thomas misses the spot there, but certainly on 0-2, you'd rather miss too much up on that fastball than leave it right over the plate. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, still Thomas's count. Pioneers look to get out of this one. Pitch is fouled off Little cue shot to the left side, but that one gets out of play. And we're going to do the 1-2 count again.
I'll have to take you to a Cowboys-Giants game here anytime.
I would love that. Although I don't know how much fun it would be walking out of the gates knowing how my New York Giants are going to play. But we'll see. Got some new talent in this year. As Thomas is going to take a
Jerry's
quick look.
World in Arlington's a special place.
What was that?
Jerry's World in Arlington's a special place. It's a fun time to watch a game.
I'm excited for it. Never been to Texas. Would certainly love to go to a Cowboys game. And the 1-2 pitch in from Thomas. Foul tip hung on by Jake English. And a badly needed first out for the Pioneers. There's one down. So after the strikeout from Leeper, that's going to bring up the catcher, Trey Nichols. With one down, one on. Fremont has already scored 2 in the inning. Nichols flew out to the left fielder Webb his first time up, had an RBI fielder's choice, singled and was stranded at third back in the 6th. 1 for 3 for him. And the runner's going, and he's out by a mile. Jake English throwing an absolute strike to Antonio Nanez, who applies the tag. A beautiful throw from English. And that'll erase the runner.
Of the Trappers. It's a 1-run ball game in Pier with nobody out.
So there's 2 down here. No one on base. And we have a update in the Spearfish game as that curveball misses just low for ball 1. The Pier Trappers trying to make a bit of a comeback. They were down 7-3. It is now a 7-6 game. They have a runner on second and nobody out. As Fremont will certainly be keeping their eyes on that game as they try to take care of business in the rubber match tonight. Another pitch misses out of the zone. And it's a 2-ball count to the catcher, Trey Nichols. That pitch misses again, 3 balls to the catcher from Bowling Green, Missouri. Trey Nichols goes to Midland University, comes into today's game with a .231 clip. 15 hits and 65 at-bats. It's his 21st start of the year. Has also driven in 14, walked 10 times. Has 1 stolen base on the year, takes a big swing there. And a big miss, and the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So after Fremont got the first 3 batters of the inning on, Thomas was then able to record a strikeout. Jake English then throwing a perfect strike with a caught stealing to make it 2 down. And this Pioneers crowd still very much in this game, making some noise now. The 3-2 swung on and missed. It's in the dirt. English will have to put on the finishing touches with the throw to first base. Not a problem at all. As we are done with the top of the 7th inning, it's stretch time at Oregon Trail Park Stadium. We're going to take a short break. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
At Team GMC, we promise one low price, plain and simple, always. We put our very best price on all our vehicles 365 days a year. Not only can you see the prices, but so can our competition, so you know they're good. Come on in and experience the difference at Team GMC. No games, no gimmicks, just one low price, plain and simple, always. Team GMC in Scottsbluff. Shop online right now at teamautocenter.net. GMC, we are professional grade.
Don't feel like cooking tonight? Order a delicious pizza from WTT. Build your best pizza with the best crust ever. Then add your favorite high-quality fresh toppings and signature spice blend for a delicious pizza that's ready when you are. And the best tasting wings in town. Add an order of 6, 12, or 18 to your to-go order. And best of all, WTT will send you home with a free 2-liter bottle of Pepsi or Coke product of your choice. It's a win-win pizza proposition from Western Travel Terminal, corner of Avenue I and South Beltline West in Scottsbluff.
The
4-H and FFA youth have been busy in the barn this year, and it's time again for the Scottsbluff County Junior Livestock Sale, Saturday, August 7th, 9 a.m. at the fairgrounds. We will also be streaming the sale live for you to bid and view. Check out our Facebook Scottsbluff County Junior Livestock Sale for the details. Please plan to come out, buy an animal, and most importantly, support the 4-H and FFA youth of Scottsbluff County on August 7th at 9 a.m.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
And myself and Antonio here at Oregon Trail Park Stadium are watching two baseball games. Of course, the Pioneers game, but we're also keeping a close eye on the Spearfish game. We have an update there. The Pier Trappers have tied it all up at 7. And if Pier is somehow able to escape that game with a win and Fremont can hold on to the lead, they would flip-flop and Fremont would find themselves back in first place. So certainly a very important game, important day of baseball in the Expedition League. A lot of playoff implications as the Pioneers look to play spoiler on Fremont's season.
Oh, Trappers took the lead.
And an RBI base hit in the Trappers game. Pier 8, Spearfish 7. That game's in the 7th inning, so still a couple of innings for Spearfish to mount a comeback, but really good news for the Fremont Moo, as they hope to have their destiny in their own hands after tonight. Eric Smelko will lead off the inning as the Pioneers have the top of the order. It's Nolan Meredith again, back out there for the 7th. Meredith has only pitched into the 7th inning one time this year. That was back on July 12th against Sioux Falls, as Smelko takes that ball inside 2-0. In that start, he went 7 innings, gave up 5 hits, and struck out 7. As Meredith gets ready to deal this pitch to Smelko, ball 3 well outside. There is action up in the Fremont bullpen. So we'll see if Meredith can get back into this at-bat. He's fallen behind 3-0. None of these pitches have been particularly close so far, and ball 4 is nowhere close. And Eric Smelko didn't have to take the bat off his shoulders that at-bat. And what do you know, he finds his way on base again. First time today, he was 0-for-3 going into that at-bat. And that'll bring up one of the Pios' hottest hitters, Cade McGee. Cade's 1-for-2 after getting hit by a pitch in the first inning. He flew out in the 5th, but also doubled and scored a run in the 4th. That was the Pioneers' first hit of the game, as the Pioneers will just try to keep the line moving in this inning. A home run's not going to tie it, so they're just going to try to keep drawing good at-bats. And a pickoff move over to first, a close one, but Smelko just gets back in time. Might have been caught leaning a bit there, but a big break as he's able to get back. Smelko certainly someone who can steal a base, as he's got 15 on the season. And the first pitch to Cade McGee is a good curveball, and the first strike of the inning for Nolan Meredith. And that seems to have been his pitch all day when he's needed a strike. He's gone on that curveball, has had excellent control over it, and that's why he's been so successful thus far. Smelko with a big lead off first, another curveball, that misses up and in, as Cade McGee has to duck out of the way. The count's even 1 ball and 1 strike. It'll be Alex Zerfus due up next for the Pioneers, as they saw the 2 runs they scored last inning disappear, as Fremont put 2 right back up in the top half of the inning. And here's the pitch, a big swing from McGee. A nice healthy hack there, but he comes up a bit empty, fouling it off to the backstop. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And McGee will get back into the box. Cade has struck out only 22 times this season, or rather 27 times this season in 207 at-bats. So definitely someone that puts the ball in play. He's down in the count. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes with Meredith on the mound as he sets to deal. Pitches inside, and that misses. Not a bad spot. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Cade McGee. Trappers game into the top of the 8th inning now. They still lead Spearfish 8-7. We'll keep you updated with that game as the 2-2 pitch is a good curveball, but that one misses the zone just a little bit up, and Cade McGee working a great at-bat here. Down 9-4, do you consider playing hit and run right here, or can't risk it?
Chasing 5, Trent didn't put the sign on, and I would agree. Not necessarily hit and run, just 3-1, 3-2, you put guys in motion, you make things happen, you get people out of position, so that's why we do it a lot. But chasing 5 in the 7th, is probably not the best time to do it, honestly, even with a guy like Cade that can handle the bat really well.
Full count delivery now from Meredith. Good off-speed pitch. That was out of the strike zone, but swung on and missed for the first out of the inning. Cade McGee worked a good at-bat, but fell victim to that dirty off-speed pitch from Nolan Meredith. That's his 6th strikeout of the game. It's going to bring up Alex Zerfis. Zerfis 0 for 2 in this one. Struck out looking against Meredith back in the 1st. Walked and scored the Pioneers' 2nd run of the game in the 4th inning, and hit a shot to the second baseman, Dylan Sears. That was picked off that end of the 5th. Zerfis has been so big for this Pioneers team out of the 3-hole as he sets for an at-bat right here, takes ball 1 upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Would be Jake English next, Jared Mazzaferro to follow if the Pioneers are able to get more base runners this inning. Meredith into his motion. That one gets the outside corner.
No, it doesn't.
That seemed like a borderline call to me. Those have not gone the Pioneers' way at all today. 1-1, he's gonna regroup here. Pioneers have hit into 6 double plays, as we mentioned in the series. Haven't hit into 1 today. Actually, they have hit into 1 today. That makes 7 double plays for the series, as they've had some trouble getting the ball in the air with runners on first. Sometimes just some bad luck there as Zerfis takes another pitch out of the zone, 2 balls and a strike. Zerfis, one of several Gonzaga kids on this team. And a check swing there, and the home plate umpire is going to say he went around. And he'll certainly hear that from the Western Nebraska faithful in the crowd, who certainly remember the no call on the check swing with the bases loaded in last night's game. Zerfis will get back into the box. 2-2. Smelko takes his lead off first. Healthy lead there. Off-speed pitch, and that one gets into the zone. Strike 3 called. And another great curveball from Nolan Meredith, who has been so great with that pitch all day long. Some tough luck earlier in that from Zerfis, but just a great pitch to finish him off there. As that makes 2 outs, 1 runner on base. It'll be up to Jake English to keep the line moving for the Pioneers. Jared Mazzaferro would be next if English is able to find a way on. First pitch from Meredith, off-speed pitch. That one misses off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. English 1 for 3 in this game. He singled and scored his last time up on an infield single with the third baseman playing back. Never really had a play on him. And here comes the delivery for Meredith. Fastball up. But that's out of the strike zone. 2 balls and no strikes.
Driver's seat, Jake. Be on time to a fastball.
English has taken some healthy hacks in this one. We'll certainly be looking to hit 2-0. And a curveball over for a strike. And again, it's very tough to hit this Nolan Meredith guy. And he can just throw that curveball on any count. Get a 2-0 count, you're really expecting fastball up there on the plate, and he just drops a perfect curveball to get back into the count there. And we're going to do it 2-1. Here comes the delivery. Another off-speed pitch. That one misses down. Pretty similar to the last one, maybe a little bit lower. And English still in the driver's seat. 3 balls and a strike. Meredith has walked 2 so far in this game. He also hit a batter all the way back in the first. In danger of walking a third here. The 3-1 delivery, fastball upstairs. English is able to lay off, and that's going to push a runner to scoring position and put 2 men on base for the Pioneers. And it's going to be the shortstop, Jared Mazzaferro. So Jake English able to work a good at-bat, finds his way on base. It'll move Eric Smelko up to second base. And there's going to be a meeting at the mound for the Fremont Moo. Unclear if this is going to be the end of the line for Nolan Meredith. Up to this point, he's gone 6 2/3 innings. And the Fremont head coach, Shea Bennett, walking back to the dugout. And he is going to leave his starter, Nolan Meredith, in this game. A huge vote of confidence from the Fremont coach, as he's going to have to face a very tough hitter in Jared Mazzaferro. Mazzaferro is 1 for 3 in this game, singled and was stranded back at second in the fourth. Drove in a run on that infield hit. As he steps into the box, first and second, 2 men out.
Jared Mazzaferro.
And the deal, fastball, that's going to be a couple inches off the plate. Nice job laying off there from Mazzaferro. Mazzaferro has 30 strikeouts on the season and 119 at-bats. He's also drawn 13 walks to go along with his .345 average coming into the day, as he takes another fastball outside, 2 balls and no strikes. And at the top of the 8th inning in the Spearfish game, they now have 2 runners on and no men out. Back-to-back walks to start that inning, as Spearfish threatening to come back into this one. Here's the 2-0 delivery to Mazzaferro. It was an off-speed pitch. Can't get the zone that time. 3-0, and there will almost certainly be a take sign on for Mazzaferro here. Mazzaferro can find his way on. It would be up to Jonathan Simrot in the 6th hole. Simrot's reached once today, but he's 0 for 3. As the Pioneers threatening to score some runs in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. Fastball outside corner. That gets the zone, 3 balls and a strike. So Mazzaferro will be looking for a pitch to hit here, or will take his ball 4. Meredith has walked 2 in this inning. First it was Eric Smelko, then it was Jake English. 2 of his 3 walks on the day. And a swing and a miss, and it's a full count. So the runners will be in motion here, as it is 3-2 with 2 out. With the runners in motion, a base hit to the outfield will certainly score Eric Smelko, and it could potentially push Jake English up to third base. A huge pitch here coming from Meredith. Runners go. Here's the 3-2 delivery, and it's fouled off. A great fastball in the outside corner, and just a great job from Mazzaferro to stay alive in this at-bat, as he has bought himself at least 1 more pitch. No team scores late inning runs more than the Pioneers. In the last 6 games, they've scored at least 1 run in the innings 7 through 9, so they are certainly no stranger to putting up runs late. As Meredith will look to get out of the 7th inning in this one. We're going to do the 3-2 pitch again. The delivery, fastball up, fouled off from Mazzaferro. And Mazzaferro really working a great at-bat. This will almost certainly be Meredith's last batter, whether he's able to get an out or if this inning continues. Was some action in the Pioneers bullpen this past inning, as we could see someone new for the top half of the 8th. So it's Eric Smelko at second, Jake English at first, 3-2 count, 2 out. Here in the bottom of the 7th, Pioneers trail 9-4. Meredith on his way to Mazzaferro, and another foul ball. Fastball to hit there. Mazzaferro staying alive in this at-bat. Really just a big at-bat for both teams in this one. Pioneers have put up 4 runs so far in this game. They've done it on only 6 hits. So when they've gotten the hits, they have made them count. As Mazzaferro will look to make these 2 base runners count in the bottom of the 7th inning. Meredith is set. We're ready to do this 3-2 pitch again. And a little fake from the pitcher there, knowing the runners would be in motion. But Eric Smelko was up to the task, realized that that pitch wasn't on the way. He's too good of a base runner to make a mistake like that. As Meredith will regroup, he's back on the mound. Mazzaferro in the box. As we get ready for another pitch in this at-bat, the 3-2 delivery to Mazzaferro. Off-speed pitch, that's inside, ball 4.
Good at-bat.
So Mazzaferro draws a 9-pitch walk. Just an unbelievable at-bat. He's able to foul 3 tough pitches off as well. Here comes the Fremont head coach, Shea Bennett. And after Nolan Meredith pitched a gem of a game, he walked the bases loaded, was still able to get 2 outs, but that's going to be all. We're going to take a quick break. It's the bases loaded, 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
Life has a way of throwing unexpected events and new opportunities our way. When life goals change with time or if fluctuating markets throw your plan off course, Wells Fargo Advisors' investment planning process offers the flexibility to make the adjustments you need to help you live the life you want. When life happens, we can help. For more information, call Ryan Windhorst, Senior Vice President of Investments, today at 632-7561. That's 632-7561.
Be the envy of the neighborhood with the new Green Mountain Grill from High Plains Spas and Recreation. In addition to Green Mountain Grills, High Plains Spas and Recreation also has the pellets, cooking spices, rib racks, smoking shelves, covers, and other accessories, as well as replacement parts. If they don't have what you need, they could get it. Yep, get a Green Mountain Grill and be that neighbor that's always admired for the wonderful, yummy barbecue smells. High Plains Spas and Recreation, open 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, 1725 East Overland in Scottsbluff.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium, where Jonathan Simrot and the Western Nebraska Pioneers will look to decrease this Fremont deficit. As we have a pitching change. So the bases are loaded, 2 outs.
University of Kansas, Jonathan Simrot.
So the bases loaded and 2 out. It's Jonathan Simrot. As he'll try to help play hero for the Pioneers, he takes ball 1 low. It's Riley Ward on the mound from Nebraska Wesleyan College, a local kid. And that fastball misses again. 2 balls, no strikes to Simrot. And the Pioneers, who have already walked 3 times in this inning, could potentially walk a 4th. Riley Ward, it's only his 2nd appearance on the year. He's 1-0. He has not given up a run yet in 3 innings of work. Curveball chopped up the middle. That's going to get past the mound. Shortstop Baskins in, makes the throw, and he throws him out. E.J. Taylor catching that one. So the Pioneers threaten after getting 3 walks in the inning to load the bases. The Pioneers are held scoreless in the bottom half of the 7th. We will take a short break, and we will pick this up in the top of the 8th inning. Pioneers trail 9-4. You're listening to Pios Baseball on KNEB.
Building a legacy doesn't happen by accident. It starts with a plan. Hi, I'm Jody Rosiska, Raymond James Financial Advisor at Platte Valley Investment Center. From private wealth management to customized estate planning and wealth transfer, you can turn to us for comprehensive financial planning. We invest time in getting to understand you and your financial goals, so together we can create a strategy to help you live a life well planned.
Platte Valley Investment Center, Inc., Scottsbluff, Nebraska is not a registered broker, dealer, and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA, SIPC.
Hydrotex Lubrication is an industry leader in high-performance motor oils, greases, and fuel improvers. Hydrotex's main priorities are to provide the best products and the most efficient and reliable service to fit the customer's application needs. For more information on how Hydrotex can help you, call Phil and Nick at 308-635-8162. Stop into our new showroom at 2860 Holiday Park Drive in Gearing and see the products and services they offer, as well as purchase any products that you need.
At Floyd's Truck Center in Scottsbluff, they know it's time for farmers to start getting equipment ready for harvest, and they've got you covered at Floyd's Truck Center. They understand the needs of each farmer, their trucks, and their operation. Get those DOTs done. Downtime isn't good, so get your equipment checked and taken care of now so you aren't stuck in a field with a breakdown. Stop in at Floyd's Truck Center at 322 South Beltline Highway, East Scottsbluff, or give them a call at 308-632-2911 and let Floyd's help you with all your needs.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB. As the Pioneers trail the Fremont Moon 9-4 as we enter the top of the 8th inning. It'll be Jaden Thomas again, who is really eating some innings for the Pioneers today. Came in through a scoreless inning. His first inning out, gave up 2 runs last inning, as he'll look to have a quick 1-2-3 and get the Pioneers back into the dugout here. It'll be the top of the order for Fremont, starting with Tyler Push, followed by Dylan Sears, and then the all-dangerous E.J. Taylor to bat third. Push is 1 for 3 in this game. Began the game by grounding out to shortstop. He then singled and scored. He also flew out to left field and was hit by a pitch, as he'll come up again. An update in the Spearfish game. They have tied the Trappers. It's now 8-8. Make that 10-8.
Yep, base hit.
And after it looked like Spearfish was going to give that game right to Pierre, they have come storming back. Spearfish has one of the better offenses in all the Expedition League this year, led by McAdoo, their star hitter, who's closing in on 80 RBIs on the season. Really an impressive mark there out of him. As the second pitch of the inning is in for a strike, no balls and 2 strikes from Thomas. So here's Tyler Push as he'll look to avoid the strikeout here. 0-2 as that off-speed pitch is bounced. A ball and 2 strikes. Antonio, I'm curious to get your take. How do you think Jaden Thomas has been doing this game?
Yeah, I think Jaden's been really good. He's been competing for us in the zone. Doesn't have a walk yet. I mean, he's competing for us in our – I can't say anything more. I think he's done a great job so far. A couple weak contact hits that didn't go his way, but he's working for us, and I love it.
Another off-speed pitch in the dirt. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Although Fremont has scored 9 runs on 12 hits in this game, credit to the control of the Pioneers pitcher. They have only walked 1 in this game. Antonio, as you were saying, bullpen's done a great job of coming in and throwing strikes. Pioneers certainly aren't out of this one. And another pitch in the dirt. And Tyler Push has worked the count all the way back from 0-2. It's now a full count. So if Spearfish is able to hold on and take this game, it is an absolutely must-win game for Fremont Moo. Pioneers are able to come back. They would push the Moo to a 1.5 out on the Clark division. And that 3-2 pitch chopped towards shortstop. Mazzaferro's right there. He comes in a step to throw. Closer play than I thought at first base. But Mazzaferro with that great arm able to take care of him. 1 man down in the top of the 8th. Defense has been pretty good for the most part this game for the Pioneers. Fell apart a little bit in that second inning, but other than that have done a real nice job making their plays. Outfielders between making catches and just stopping singles from turning into doubles, keeping guys from getting that extra base. They've done a really nice job as it's ball one low and inside to Dylan Sears. As Sears looks to get on the board with his first hit of the game. Sears homered back in the first game of the series. He also had 3 hits last night, but the Pioneers have been able to hold him at bay so far tonight. E.J. Taylor on deck. If one of them are able to keep the inning going, it would be Luke White, who is DHing tonight for the Moo in the cleanup spot, as a 2-0 delivery from Thomas gets the outside corner, and it's 2 balls and a strike. So a great job getting back into the count right there from Thomas. Thomas back into his motion. Here comes the pitch. Popped up a mile high, but this one's going to go out of play. The count's even at 2. Thomas has really gone after hitters so far. Has thrown a first pitch strike to more than half the hitters he's faced. Although was able to come back from down 2-0 in this at-bat. So he's done a nice job keeping this at-bat within reach for him. As that pitch fouled off left side, Cade McGee's over. He's going to give it a look, but that pitch is going to get out of play. So Sears able to keep the at-bat going. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
The foul balls at this yard really scare me because there's so many fans and kids running around. And the McDonald's play whatever is open, and feel like it's a dangerous spot for kids.
Well, I normally do the promotional in-game contest. At least that's what I did until Zach left. And so I spent a lot of my time during these games down those lines. As that 2-2 pitch is strike 3 called. A nice strikeout there from Thomas, as he has set down the top 2 hitters in this Fremont order. It's up to E.J. Taylor with 2 down. But as I was saying, so I spent a lot of time down the lines, and there'd be pop-ups and foul balls that would come within, a couple feet of people. And what was funny is no one would really react until all of a sudden you would see 10 to 15 kids just sprinting after the balls from all angles. Even kids would go and, after 20 seconds of the other kids looking for it, you got to love the energy from the Pioneer kids that come out and support our team each and every night.
You can never understand the value of a baseball until you try to take one from a kid or something like that.
Absolutely not.
Well, last night a little girl got hit over here. It was pretty scary.
I saw. She was taken to the hospital. She thankfully is okay. She made it back to the stadium by the time the game ended.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we are so thankful that is the case, as the 0-1 pitch gets the outside corner. Nice spot from Thomas. 1 ball and a strike. This is the last game of the regular season for the Western Nebraska Pioneers. In case you're tuning in late, Pioneers average the highest attendance in all of this season, as that pitch is crushed to center field. Smelko going way back, throws the glove up. He can't make the play. It's going to short hop the wall. Smelko gets it in all the way back to the infield, but E.J. Taylor up with a stand-up double. And if he hit that ball to any other part of the yard, it might have been gone. But E.J. Taylor will certainly take the stand-up double. Trent Kiefer's out of the dugout. He's going to make a move to the pen. And we're going to take a quick break. Fremont has a runner on second base and 2 men down. It is Pioneers 4, Fremont 9. Halfway through the top of the 8th inning. We'll take a quick break. You listen to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
Did you know Ideal Linen and Uniform is also a full-service janitorial supply provider? You don't need to worry about finding your janitorial supplies. Ideal will keep your business stocked, saving you time and money. Ideal Linen and Uniform provides quality cleaning and industrial products, mops, soap, air freshening system, paper products, custom logo maps, cleaning supplies, even signage, and more. Call for a free quote. Ideal Linen and Uniform, locally owned and operated since 1907. 506 South Beltline, Scottsbluff. Online at ideal-linen.com or call 632-7197.
Katie, remember the day you made me the happiest man alive? I asked if you wanted to live to the fullest, to wake up every morning savoring potato olays, fluffy scrambled eggs, and breakfast burritos from Taco John's, and you said,
"Get your hands off my burrito."
Oh, Katie, I love when you whisper sweet nothings.
Wake up and go with bigger, bolder, better breakfast, only at Taco John's.
Drive-thru open at 6 a.m., dining room open at 8. Taco John's, with locations in Scottsbluff, Gearing, and Bridgeport.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
Life has a way of throwing unexpected events and new opportunities our way. When life goals change with time or if fluctuating markets throw your plan off course, Wells Fargo Advisors investment planning process offers the flexibility to make the adjustments you need to help you live the life you want. When life happens, we can help. For more information, call Ryan Windhorst, Senior Vice President of Investments, today at 632-7561. That's 632-7561.
Be the envy of the neighborhood with the new Green Mountain Grill from High Plains Spas and Recreation. In addition to Green Mountain Grills, High Plains Spas and Recreation also has the pellets, cooking spices, rib racks, smoking shelves, covers, and other accessories, as well as replacement parts. If they don't have what you need, they could get it. Yep, get a Green Mountain Grill and be that neighbor that's always admired for the wonderful, yummy barbecue smells. High Plains Spas and Recreation, open 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, 1725 East Overland in Scottsbluff.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium. As after the pitching change, Paul Panduro, the All-Star, is into the game. After E.J. Taylor hit a two-out double over the head of Eric Smelko, it'll be Luke White. And the first pitch to White gets the inside part of the plate, strike one. White singled for an RBI back in the first, homered in the third. Had an RBI force out, and the fourth flew out to seventh, where he missed a grand slam by about 5 feet. As he'll look to drive home Taylor, get another insurance run for this Fremont offense. And that pitch is hit well, but foul to the right side. It's 0-2. So Paul Panduro, the local kid from Scottsbluff, Nebraska, 6-foot junior out of Pittsburgh State. He's pitched to a 2-0 record this year with a 2.70 ERA. This is his 12th appearance. He's also saved 6 games for the club. Him and Cade McGee have really been the two big guys to come in and shut the door for this team. Also in 23 1/3 innings pitched, he has 29 strikeouts. And the 0-2 pitch, and White has to duck out of the way as that pitch almost got him. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Panduro's only walked 10 this year and given up 17 hits. And he was one of 7 representatives for the Western Nebraska Pioneers at this year's All-Star game in Casper. So really just a great season for the local kid. And that 1-2 pitch is chopped high. It's going to be back to Panduro. Plenty of time with Luke White running. He makes a strong throw over to first base. Only took him a few pitches to get out of this one. Pioneers will come up to hit in the bottom of the 8th inning. They trail 9-4. But this game is not over. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
Building a legacy doesn't happen by accident. It starts with a plan. Hi, I'm Jody Rosiska, Raymond James Financial Advisor at Platte Valley Investment Center. From private wealth management to customized estate planning and wealth transfer, you can turn to us for comprehensive financial planning. We invest time in getting to understand you and your financial goals, so together we can create a strategy to help you live a life well planned.
Platte Valley Investment Center, Inc., Scottsbluff, Nebraska is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA SIPC.
Hydrotex Lubrication is an industry leader in high-performance motor oils, greases, and fuel improvers. Hydrotex's main priorities are to provide the best products and the most efficient and reliable service to fit the customer's application needs. For more information on how Hydrotex can help you, call Phil and Nick at 308-635-8162. Stop into our new showroom at 2860 Holiday Park Drive in Gearing and see the products and services they offer, as well as purchase any products that you need.
At Floyd's Truck Center in Scottsbluff, they know it's time for farmers to start getting equipment ready for harvest, and they've got you covered at Floyd's Truck Center. They understand the needs of each farmer, their trucks, and their operation. Get those DOTs done. Downtime isn't good, so get your equipment checked and taken care of now so you aren't stuck in a field with a breakdown. Stop in at Floyd's Truck Center at 322 South Beltline Highway, East Scottsbluff, or give them a call at 308-632-2911 and let Floyd's help you with all your needs.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium as the Western Nebraska Pioneers come up to take their at-bats in the bottom of the 8th inning. They've put up 4 runs on 6 hits today, but it has not been enough as the Moo already with 9. That'll be Tyler Davis leading off the inning as he takes ball 1 off the plate. Davis is 1 for 3 in the game. He had an RBI fielder's choice. Make it 2 RBIs, an RBI fielder's choice and an RBI single in the 6th inning. He's 1 for 3, and a nice curveball there is picked off for strike 1. So Riley Ward back out there again. And that curveball will be a strike again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Ward's only game of the season came back on July 30th against the Pure Trappers, a game that Fremont was able to win 8-7. He went 3 innings, gave up only 2 hits, did walk 2, but also struck out 2. And a curveball right over the plate. And Tyler Davis taking 3 straight off-speed pitches to end that at-bat. He is not happy at all with that last call, and he's just been tossed from this game. Tyler Davis has just been thrown out of this game as Trent Kiefer will come in to talk to the umpire now. Tyler Davis has not been happy with this home plate umpire all night. Back in the 2nd inning, he argued another strikeout looking. And this umpiring crew, again, hearing it from the fans here in Gearing. Trent Kiefer's out to have a conversation with Tristan Jones, the home plate umpire, after he rung up Tyler Davis for the first out of the inning. So that'll be Tyler Davis's first ejection of the year. He's DHing tonight. So we'll wait for an announcement on who will be replacing him. But certainly not a great start to this inning for the Western Nebraska Pioneers. First pitch from Webb is blooped over third, but the third baseman leaper is there, and just like that, there's 2 down. That's going to bring up Antonio Nanez in the 9 spot. He's up getting his 4th at-bat of the game. He walked in the 3rd, singled in the 5th, struck out his last time up on a dirty off-speed pitch from Nolan Meredith. That was back in the 6th inning. As he'll look to get something started in the bottom half of the 8th, there's already 2 down as that fastball misses up and in. So we've now seen 3 ejections in the past 2 games.
Hey.
Had to throw that in there with Antonio up here with me. As that curveball gets part of the plate, it's strike 1, 1-1. Comes another delivery. That one's driven to second. But that one is going to be caught by the second baseman, Dylan Sears. So a quick 1-2-3 inning from the Pioneers. They'll have one more at-bat in this one as we head to the top of the 9th inning. It's the Fremont Moo 9, the Western Nebraska Pioneers 4. You're listening to Pios Baseball on KNEB.
Did you know Ideal Linen and Uniform is also a full-service janitorial supply provider? You don't need to worry about finding your janitorial supplies. Ideal will keep your business stocked, saving you time and money. Ideal Linen and Uniform provides quality cleaning and industrial products, mops, soap, air freshening system, paper products, custom logo maps, cleaning supplies, even signage, and more. Call for a free quote. Ideal Linen and Uniform, locally owned and operated since 1907. 506 South Beltline, Scotts Bluff. Online at ideal-linen.com or call 632-7197.
Katie, remember the day you made me the happiest man alive? I asked if you wanted to live to the fullest, to wake up every morning savoring potato olays, fluffy scrambled eggs, and breakfast burritos from Taco John's, and you said,
"Get your hands off my burrito."
Oh, Katie, I love when you whisper sweet nothings.
Wake up and go with bigger, bolder, better breakfast, only at Taco John's.
Drive-thru open at 6 a.m., dining room open at 8. Taco John's, with locations in Scotts Bluff, Gearing, and Bridgeport.
Parents, want to keep your kids connected but worried about spills, cracked screens, and lost phones? Well, worry no more. Viero has the perfect Student Unlimited plan package. Not only will your student get a free smartphone, but also our Assurance Protection Plan. All with unlimited nationwide talk, text, and new, faster data for just $20.50 a month. Leave the oh no's to us, because we know kids will be kids. Learn more at a Viero store or Viero.com today.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Top of the ninth inning here at Oregon Trail Park Stadium. It's Paul Panduro back out there again for the Pioneers. He threw a scoreless eighth inning, gave up the double to E.J. Taylor, but other than that, was able to get through the inning scoreless as the first pitch is fouled off to the right side, 0-1. It'll be Jack Simonson, Darian Morphew, followed by Austin Baskin in this inning. Simonson's 1 for 4 on the day. Had his hit in the 7th inning, also came around to score on the 2-run base hit from Austin Baskin. As Fremont will look to add to their lead late in the top of the ninth. The 0-1 pitch, curveball inside. And that one just got away from him. I think that might have clipped him, and it did. That'll be the second hit by pitch of the game as he tosses the equipment to the side, and he'll head down to first base. So hit by pitch to open the inning from Panduro. So that curveball seemed to just slip out of his fingers a little bit. So the leadoff runner on for Fremont. That'll bring up Darian Morphew, who after a slow start to his series has had a great day at the plate, going 3 for 4. RBI single back in the first, single and a run scored in the third, and a double and a run scored in the 7th. So a very productive day from the Moo left fielder as he digs in again for his 5th at-bat. And he takes the fastball on the outside part of the plate. It's no balls and a strike. Paul Panduro is someone who can certainly blow you away with that fastball. He's also had some pretty good off-speed pitch all season long. Missed with that pitch to Simonson, but it's been pretty good all year as that pitch is fouled off. And he's already in a hole, no balls and 2 strikes. So Austin Baskin due up next. If they're able to keep the inning going, it'll be Peyton Leeper in the 8-hole due up after that. The 0-2 delivery from Panduro. As that ball's fouled off. Paul was one of 3 pitchers for the Pioneers to make the All-Star game this year. Carson Nolan and Caden Edwards also got the nod. Antonio, any year you have 3 pitchers in the All-Star game and 4 position players, you got to feel pretty good about the group that you have.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, the guys came to the All-Star game and put on a great showing for the fans and for our team, and helped our team win. But it was a lot of fun bringing my guys out there and having them mesh with the players on the other teams in the league, and it was a great experience, and I'm really glad that we got the opportunity.
Murphy flies out to left field, so there's 1 on and 1 out. I was going to ask Antonio, what was your favorite part of that All-Star game weekend? Would you say it was getting to know some of the other players and coaches?
I really enjoyed that. Throwing BP to JT while he won the home run derby, and watching guys from 5 different teams in our league just absolutely mob him. It was just really cool how guys who can, be enemies and fighting for the same thing for so many weeks come together for 2 days and, really be a team. So I thought that was really special and a really fun thing for all the guys.
Certainly in the spirit of the All-Star game, as a big swing and a miss from Austin Baskin. It's no balls and a strike. Of course, JT Walden did win the home run derby, representing the Pioneers well. He was also an all-star for the team, so really just a great season. The Pioneers are looking forward to getting his bat back in the lineup as that ball's popped up down the right field line. Long run for Simrot, and a great effort there, but it was just hit too far away from him. Zerfis was also crashing in, so was the second baseman, Nanez. It's no balls and 2 strikes to Panduro. Of course, once JT Walden is back into this lineup, you're going to have a good problem to have as a coach, and that's a lot of guys who can hit. You plan on running similar lineups out there for first couple playoff games, or do you think you might switch it around?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, winner go home situations, our guys are going to play hard. And I'm really confident with the lineup we have going into the playoffs. Nice turn.
A great turn there for the inning double play. 4-6-3 Nanez to Mazzaferro to Simrot. And the Pioneers get last licks in the bottom of the 9th inning. They still trail 9-4.
Yeah, there'll be a couple changes, but nothing crazy.
We're going to take a quick break here. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB. Stick with us.
Hi, I'm Austin Dillon, Fleet Manager at Fremont Ford in Scottsbluff, Nebraska. I encourage all farmers, ranchers, and business owners to get in touch with me if you are looking for a new vehicle. We have specific programs through Ford that can save you a drastic amount of money on your new purchase. It would be my pleasure to discuss these savings with you. There's no better time to purchase a new work truck or personal vehicle than right now. Please get in touch with me by calling the dealership at 308-635-3701. I look forward to helping you on your new purchase.
You can take the trailer out of Texas, but you can't take the Texas out of the trailer. PJ Trailers are built in Texas with the same attention to detail to hold up to the hardworking professional using them. Ryan's Welding and Trailer Sales in Scottsbluff is your authorized PJ Trailer dealer with a wide variety of sizes. ATV trailers, car haulers, equipment trailers, tilt deck, and gooseneck trailers. Ryan's is also a full-service welding shop. Stop by 1110 Avenue B in Scottsbluff or call 308-575-0710.
Prescription products require an online consultation. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information.
My husband's ED was affecting our marriage. HIMS was our answer. HIMS connected my husband with a licensed provider online. He got medication to treat his ED at a fraction of the price of the name brand, delivered right to our door. Thanks to HIMS, we got our intimacy and our marriage back.
Right now, get your first online provider's visit free when you go to forhims.com/joy. FORHIMS.com/JOY.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium as the Pioneers will look to mount a big comeback against Fremont Moo. They trail this one 9-4. It'll be the leadoff man Eric Smelko, followed by Cade McGee, then Alex Zerfus. Smelko comes up to the plate. He is 0 for 3 on the day, a rare 0 for him. Drew a walk his last time up. Just to give the fans back home an idea of how good Eric Smelko's been, I'll just read his stats as he takes ball one there. Coming into the game hitting .342 in 234 at-bats. That leads the Expedition League. He's also scored 45 times, has 80 hits, 9 doubles, 2 home runs, 36 runs batted in. He's drawn more walks than strikeouts. He's also stolen 15 bases. He has truly been one of the most valuable players, not only on this Pioneers team, but in the entire league. Antonio, what a privilege it is to have a guy like him at the top of the order.
Oh, it's incredible. Putting him in that spot every day, I know I'm so confident that he's going to do a great job for us. Also a great leader and a great kid and a great family. Looking at those stats, 16 strikeouts and 234 at-bats is extremely impressive. He handles the bat really well, and he's done a great, unbelievable job for us so far this summer.
He's done that from both sides of the plate as he flies this one down the right field line. This one hit pretty well. Simonson back towards the warning track down the line, and he makes the grab. Eric Smelko hit that one a long way, but a nice job from the right fielder, Jack Simonson, ranging over to make that play. And there's one down in the top of the 9th inning. Something you won't find in the box scores, but Eric Smelko also, Antonio, has got to be one of the nicest kids I've met in my entire life.
No, he's a great kid, and if you go to one of our fans who come to a lot of games and you ask who their favorite player is, most of the time it's going to be Eric Smelko. He's just a great kid. He's done a great job with our community events. He's almost at every single one, and it's just a great kid to have on a team.
First pitch strike to Cade McGee. As you mentioned there, Antonio, and the umpire gives another warning to the Pioneers bench here. Not sure what that call is about. Antonio, as you were saying, this Pioneers team has done so much good for the community. So many players and coaches have come out to events working with kids and the local youth leagues. How important has the community outreach been to your experience here in Gearing?
No, it's awesome. I mean, I think that's a big reason in why we have such a good, turnout at the games, is because they see that our guys are such great influences on the community. They're working with Buckboard, which is a great thing for our guys to do, and they enjoy doing it, and a lot of other things. And it's just, the fans know we have a great group of guys, and they've done a great job in our community, and I think that has a big thing to do with why our fans, love the Summers and love having the Pioneers out.
2-1 pitch to Cade, and another borderline pitch that is called a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pioneers have really done a great job in the community being role models to these kids. Once the game ends, there will be maybe 40, 50 kids just flooding onto the field. They can't wait to meet these guys. They're really their heroes, and I got to say, working for this team, it's been really fun to watch. as Kate McGee takes ball 3 low and away, and it's a full count.
Yeah, and I've gotten a lot of, unbelievable comments from host families that have young kids, and bringing random kids from random places in the country is obviously hard to do.
McGee flies this one into right field. It's going to be routine for Simonson, and the Pioneers are down to their final out of the night.
It's obviously hard to do, but I haven't heard one bad thing about one of our players this summer. Great influence on their kids, just great influences all around, and it's just been such a great group to work with.
That'll bring up Alex Zerfis to the plate, as he will do his best to keep this game from ending and buy the Pioneers at least one more at bat. If he's able to keep it going, it would be Jake English next. Zerfis 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts in the game. He also hit a nice line out to second base and drew a walk as he fouls that first pitch to the netting. It's no balls and a strike. It's been Ward again this inning for Fremont, who's now coming in for his 3rd inning of the night. He's done a great job so far, holding this very talented Pioneers lineup at bay. And the 0-1 pitch to Zerfis gets the corner. No balls and 2 strikes. And certainly was a must-win game for Fremont, and if they're able to hold on, they will likely end the night still half a game out of first place. That pitch on the corner, Ward wanted it, umpire doesn't give it to him. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Zerfis has a great eye at the plate. There's the 1-2 pitch on its way from Ward. It's an off-speed pitch, flied out to center field. This one's out to Tyler Push. He's under it. He makes the grab. And the Fremont Moo take the rubber game of the series 9-4. An excellent start from Nolan Meredith as he just continues to dominate the Expedition League. The Pioneers were able to cut the deficit from 7-0 to 7-4, but were unable to do any damage after that. It's been our last home game of the regular season. The Pioneers will now travel to Casper for 2 7-inning games. Tomorrow and the day after that, they'll then have a game off and will travel to either Spearfish or to Fremont for the first round of the playoffs. Antonio, it was so nice having you on. Really appreciate you taking the time.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate you having me. Against my will, but yeah, tomorrow we'll be back on the diamond and having some fun, but I appreciate you having me. Thank you very much.
Of course, we look forward to seeing you back on there. Fans, stick around. We're going to take a short break, and then we'll be back with the Runza post-game show. You just listen to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
Drew is enjoying the new ice cream sandwich from Runza.
I like to call it a cookie hugwich.
Huh?
Because it's really just 2 fresh baked chocolate chip cookies giving some chocolate vanilla twist ice cream a hug.
Oh.
Like the ice cream got a little sad and the cookies were like, oh, come here, buddy.
Well, that is adorable. Try Runza's new ice cream sandwich today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
At Monument Physical Therapy, their purpose is to find the root of your problem, not to chase your symptoms. Disc and nerve pain, sports and work injuries, musculoskeletal disorders, and dizziness or balance issues are all very common, but you don't need to live with them. Monument Physical Therapy uses the most current, evidence-based, and board-certified orthopedic standards of care. Don't let months go by before getting to the source of your pain. Call them today at 308-633-5361 or visit them on Facebook.
Whether you're wanting to put up a new building, upgrade equipment, or purchase real estate, Pinnacle Bank has the lenders with the experience to help make that happen. This is Wade Brew, Senior Vice President. Pinnacle Bank was established by farmers and ranchers, working with farmers and ranchers through the ups and downs of the ag market. Contact us today with your lending options. Pinnacle Bank, Torrington and Mitchell, the way banking should be, member FDIC.
Wonderful, warmer weather, sunshine, and blue skies bring new life, growth, and so much beauty along with it. Get out and make new memories this summer. Enjoy the great outdoor activities available to us right outside our back door, including walking, biking, hiking, running, fishing, camping, and more. Take time this summer to enjoy all the good life has to offer in the Panhandle of Nebraska. And remember to wear sunscreen. This message is brought to you by Prime Mental Products.
The 4-H and FFA youth have been busy in the barn this year, and it's time again for the Scottsbluff County Junior Livestock Sale. Saturday, August 7th, 9 a.m. at the fairgrounds. We will also be streaming the sale live for you to bid and view. Check out our Facebook page, Scottsbluff County Junior Livestock Sale, for the details.
Please plan to come out, buy an animal, and most importantly, support the 4-H and FFA youth of Scottsbluff County on August 7th at 9 a.m.
In our part of the country, we like to get outdoors and enjoy life. Whether it be fishing at the lake or a round of golf, most of us are weekend warriors of one kind or another. We make loans for all sorts of outdoor gear, fishing boats, duck boats. In fact, we make loans for whatever paddles your canoe, including canoes. Stop by and see us. First State Bank, member FDIC. We're big on you. We're big on you.
It's time now for the Runza Postgame Show, presented by Runza Restaurants. Runza makes a great stop before or after every game. Win or lose, Runza makes it all better.
Yeah, we'll make sure to get that back. Gotcha, we'll add that for sure. Runza doesn't like to think of themselves as just another restaurant in town. They like to think of themselves as part of the community. Runza, with locations in Scottsbluff, Gearing, and Shadrow. My name's Jared Brecker. Welcome to the Runza Postgame Show. I had the honor of having head coach Antonio Garcia with me all game. Unfortunately, the Pioneers were not able to pull out a victory today, dropping the rubber game of the series to the Fremont Moo by a final score of 9-4. Do a quick summary of this one. It all started with starting pitcher Nolan Meredith for the Fremont Moo. Meredith came into the game with a 2.13 ERA and really just continued his dominance today. Went 6 2/3 innings, had 7 strikeouts, only surrendering 2 runs, one of them being unearned. They would then turn to Riley Ward, who would come in and close out the game, throwing 3 innings. He's getting credit for the save as well. And the Fremont Moo, same story as last night. This team just hits and hits and hits. Luke White with another home run. Second of the series, he also hit one last night. That was off Luke Short back in the 3rd inning. Luke Short will take the loss in this game. Had some bad luck with some errors in the field, but we certainly just hope Luke is ready for the playoffs, as he will rebound soon. Pioneers go to Casper next. They have a game tomorrow and the day after that. Those are going to be 6:35 starts. And as far as this Fremont team, they are still half a game back of the Spearfish Sasquatch, who took the final game of the series and swept the Pier Trappers. Despite the fact that Pier looked like they were mounting a bit of a comeback towards the end of this game, as the Pioneers bats were not able to do much today. They scored 4 runs after trailing 7-0 to start the game, but it proved too big of a deficit to overcome. Tyler Davis had himself a nice day at the plate with a couple of RBIs. Cade McGee with another double in that lineup. Mazzuffero with another hit. So this Pioneers team certainly has a lot of confidence as they enter the playoffs. And we got 2 more games of the regular season. We wrapped up our final home game of the season. One more thank you to all the fans for showing up and for making the Pioneers the most attended game in the entire Expedition League this season. Pios fans, we are so thankful for all of your support. And for those of you listening, we appreciate you taking the time to listen to the Pioneers game. We will be back tomorrow at 6:35 p.m. facing the Casper Horseheads on the road. My name is Jared Brecker, and we are done for today. You are listening to Pios Baseball on KNEB.